The live draft is here. Live draft day. The Marsmen Subscriber League. You're looking at the board here. We've got this gauntlet of amazing fantasy football drafters. Hopefully people don't snipe each other left and right. Let's not embarrass ourselves with an oversaturation of show players in the early 2, 3, 4 rounds when some of them belong a little bit later. We'll be breaking it all down as it happens live. The Fantasy Football Show. Live Marsmen Subscriber Draft. The Wild Wild West Draft is next. And that has yet to have one person even assigned to a draft slot yet. So there's 11 openings. If we do 14, I'll let you know. But 11 openings for that. More to come on that. I'll be giving away spots all week starting on Monday, tomorrow. So the Wild Wild West Draft will be headed your way very soon. I think it's going to be a super flex draft. I think it'll be our only super flex show draft that we have. We have an official dynasty draft, which will also be coming in the coming days. And then we have the Moonmen League draft, which is the corresponding league to the Mars versus Moonmen Subscriber League. All that begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
I'm not going to lie. Last year, it was a little embarrassing. Because everybody reached like crazy in this draft. And anybody that's new to the community is like, this community doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And so I'm not saying don't pick your guy. I'm not saying I won't end up reaching if you guys continue to reach and it just causes some trigger effect. But let's be smart about this draft, okay? Let's try and take value where value is on the board. We will be kicking off here in about 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. I'm just letting everybody make sure that they pull up the app and there's no issues. If you auto, you're not here, you didn't make it, you forgot, you slept in, you had the wrong time. I can't do anything about that. Okay, here we are. It looks like we've got a lot of people online. I don't see some of you. Maybe you're fine. You're just watching the show and you'll pull it up when you're ready to go and you're available. Yeah, no Buka round 2. Please. Please. No Ja'Cory Kroski Merritt in round 3. Let's just be smart about this, okay? Let's show the world right now, the 300 or so people that are in and out of the live stream. Let's show them what we're about. All right, the draft begins right now. I'm hitting the button. I believe we're going to have a timer. Let's see here. 1 minute timer. That's fine. Let's try not to take the entire minute each time. But if you need to here and there, that's fine. Jamar Chase goes number 1 overall. Not a surprise. Not a surprise whatsoever. Bijan Robinson goes number 2 to Mark Cleveland. Nice move, pal. See you soon is on the clock right now. This is the, you guys may know the Marsmen, the Moonmen, the Saturn men that we have here on the channel. You've seen them. You've seen it. You've seen it.
He's on a shuttle to Mars.
We created a,
Marsmen.
We created a league that has Marsmen, 12 guys, Moonmen, 12 guys, and the loser goes down, the loser of the Marsmen gets dropped down into the Moonman League each year. The winner of the Moonman League gets moved up into the Marsman League. And no one ever falls out of either one. But that is the gist of it. That if you fall into the Moonman League, you stay there until you win it and climb back into the Marsman League. So that's kind of the gist of the two leagues. Now, again, if anybody missed out on getting in this, obviously, because there's only 24. Oh, we got a timeout here. This is a shame. This is quite a shame.
Come on, dude.
This is quite a shame. Saquon Barkley, now you're on auto. You better turn off auto. Don't get mad later and say, I couldn't turn off auto. Go into your queue. In your queue, you'll see the way to toggle off auto. What a way to kick off the first round. See you soon. We'll see you soon, pal. When you see you in the Moonman League. All right. Maybe he autos the best team known to man. All right. Your boy is near on the clock here. I got the 9 pick, of course. Of course, I didn't get the pick of choice. But JJ's there. You know, maybe this is where your boy takes one of these receivers that I keep saying I'm scared to death to draft. And if I do, you know the deal. Okay, so on the clock here, I believe this is the winner of the Moon Man League last year that came in and infiltrated the group, and then we had someone drop down, Jack of all trades drop down to the Moon Man draft, and he won the previous year. Genty, okay. Rockouts on the clock. This is tough. This is tough because I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know if I risk the biscuit and take guy with RJ wants Stevenson and Buka in a trade. I have Chase Brown. RJ Harvey, guy with RJ Harvey wants Stevenson and Buka in a trade. Andrew, I don't know what you're asking me here to cook up something. Stevenson and Buka wants Stevenson and Buka in a trade. Hendy, I don't know what you're asking here. Can you give me like the specifics of this? Rockout's about to time out. What's he doing back here? Rockout, you're gonna time out. Henry, Neighbors, Nakua, Jefferson, McCaffrey. You know what? I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it, but Genty's off the board. Genty's my saving grace here. Genty's where I'd turn to if I don't end up getting, if I don't end up getting one of my other players that I absolutely love. Genty's my saving grace. Genty's my favorite pick from pick number 5 all the way through to 12. And if he's gone, then you have to take a risk somewhere. You're taking it on Neighbors, you're taking it on JJ, you're taking it on Achan, you're taking it on Puka Nacua. Every single one of those players has a risk factor. JJ has the hamstring factor. And because I keep getting hit with injuries in this league, that means JJ's hamstring is going to be a problem. Let me just tell you that right now. Because this league in particular, I just get hit with injuries 2 years in a row. Injuries. JJ, we're in trouble. We're in trouble because JJ hit my Marsman team. I smash other leagues, but when it comes to injuries, this team assembles the injury-prone players. And while I'm in the middle of a draft, bro, and organizing this, I need more specific, detailed questions when you're super chatting. I can't concoct an entire trade without any details, so please drop the actual players. Dynasty, Superflex, try to trade Quorum to the Chiron owner for Shador. I suppose, yeah, I would be okay with that. There's a lot of players. Milrow, I would love to have, and you know, Dart is a good Dart throw at this point. Dart is somebody that's changing my mind, which I'm allowed to do in August. Rate my team full PPR: Bajan, Bucky, Achan, MHJ Worthy, Travis Hunter, Debo, Evan Ingram, Buka. I'm answering questions while I'm doing a live draft, while I'm organizing and running a live stream. No phone calls during this draft. I just can't do that. I'll time out on that. Rate my team full PPR. This is a good team, bro. Bijan, Bucky, Achan. I mean, MHJ. It's a grandma league. Travis Hunter, Debo. Not a thing I would touch, bro. Buka on the bench. Let it all simmer, my boy. Let it all simmer, and then you'll be able to trade Marvin. Is that Marvin Harrison? Are you saying you have Marvin Harrison too, or was that Marvin Mims? It's probably Mims. You got to use the names, bro. Marvin Harrison, Marvin Mims. You can't just use Marvin. JCM, Ingram, Debo. Great team. You're going to have some trade bait. You know, you could look into Worthy and JCM now. That's the only thing I'd maybe potentially look to get going. That's the only thing I'd look to do, bro. Right now, I'd look to do that. That's about it right now. Otherwise, I just kind of let that team simmer. Do it live. London, I would have loved to have had London. London was a player that I was definitely going to be interested in drafting. McCaffrey, Nico, Bowers, A.J. Brown, Josh Jacobs. This is the sleeper ADP suggested rank. Josh Allen are the top dogs available according to the exact ADP order. I'm just going to, so I don't ruin anything for anybody, I'm just going to read it straight down. Of course, Bucky wouldn't fall to me. Why would he? Why would he? Do I go Brock Bowers here? I'm traditionally not an early tight end drafter, especially in a snipe environment. McCaffrey's still there. I think some of you are probably losing your mind right now going, what McCaffrey, did he get abducted by aliens? I'm not a McCaffrey guy. Now, Kyren, it would be a big reach here for me. I want to go Kyren. Probably not gonna. That means he's going next because I said it. I'm going to go Chase Brown. Chase Brown. You know, a lot of people ask me to perform miracles on this channel. Smitty, make something amazing happen. And I say, you know what? I can. Watch this. Watch this right here. I'll take this and boom. And then out of nowhere, zoom in on this bad boy. Zoom in on that.
They laughed when we said he was about to be an unstoppable force for all to see. With Chase Brown, get up.
Get up, get down with Chase Brown, Nico, McCaffrey, Jacobs, Johnny's on the clock now. This is looking good so far. There haven't been a lot of crazy reaches. I'm proud of you guys so far. So far, I'm proud of you. Thank you again, Rage, for the super chat. I would be sending Stevenson and Igbuka for RJ Harvey. If that's, I didn't know if that's what you were saying, because I thought there's no way that's what you're saying. You said the RJ Harvey owner wants whatever, but you didn't say what the RJ Harvey owner was offering. You know, so Andrew, you got to make that clear, because the RJ Harvey owner doesn't necessarily offer RJ Harvey unless you tell me he's offering RJ Harvey. I'm just like, why does the RJ Harvey owner? Like, I couldn't have possibly known that someone was that unaware of RJ Harvey's rise. But look, Igbuka could be just as good as RJ Harvey at the end of the day.
Come on.
Love him. Oh, man. Johnny, you timed out, bro. Johnny, you timed out. We got two autos. Johnny, go to your queue, and under your queue, you'll see auto. Turn it off, or you're going to remain on auto. We got see you soon on auto. Unbelievable. Is there a rule? You know, is there a rule that if you miss the draft, you lose your spot next year? I don't know. Maybe we have to put that into place next year. I would be sending Stevenson. So I would take RJ Harvey personally, but Igbuka could be just as good. That's how good Igbuka is, bro. He's a monster. Igbuka is going to be amazing. Travis is on the clock. He's got Jahmyr Gibbs. This is a good spot. I like the 4 pick. Kyren, nice. Kyren and Gibbs is solid. Barkley, Bowers for see you soon. He's doing pretty good. No, see you soon. You might actually hang around. We might not be seeing you that soon. We might be seeing you real soon, but not seeing you soon in terms of leaving. Come on, guys. 2 autos right now. Johnny, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Johnny? Turn off your auto, bro. Turn off your auto. Was offered MHJ Sharps for JSN Benson. Was offered MHJ and Sharps for JSN and Benson. I would take MHJ and Sharps very easily. Other trades, going to be hard for me, Wolfman, to concoct too much of a trade situation right now. I got a lot going on here. But I'm going to say in general, looking at this team, just real briefly, JCM's got good value right now. Very good value. JCM and JSN, which you wouldn't have anymore. I could, if you didn't make that trade, I could still send that pack in somewhere for a bigger name player. But if you get MHJ, then I'm still going to package JCM and MHJ away, if at all possible. That might work. All right. Johnny's still on auto. And I got like the phone line blowing up. Guys, the phone lines are not open. In fact, I'm going to minimize it because I've got like 15 calls coming in. The phone lines are not open. This guy, see you soon, our boy, he's on auto. I don't know if he knows how to turn it off or if he's even here. If either one of you guys are on auto, Johnny, you're about to auto through again. Go to your queue where it says players. There's a queue tab. You have to toggle off auto. Now, I don't know if everybody paid, but these auto drafters better not bail. But we'll be able to find a replacement if they did bail. but I don't think they would because they're bailing on the Marsman yearly draft. But, I mean, Johnny turned off his auto, thank God. Johnny, I hope you like your team, though. C.D. Lamb, Josh Allen, JSN could be worse. See you soon's got Barkley, Bowers, and Jackson. He's got a really good squad. He's got maybe, you could argue could be the number one running back. I think Barkley gets hurt, but he could be the number one running back. Probably is the number one tight end. I think McBride might have something to say about that. McBride, and then possibly the number one quarterback. So see you soon's actually autoing on a pretty nice little clip there. Johnny, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with Lamb and Josh Allen. And this is a 6-point per TD passing league. So, JT going triple RB. Okay, so I'm on the clock here in a second after Rock Out goes. This is going to be quite the... Rock Out's got Neighbors Nico. Solid team so far. What's Rock Out gonna do here? What's he gonna do here? And see you soon's not checking in. Johnny's off auto though. That's good. Jalen Hurts. Okay. Chad, should I go Trey Henderson here? Or go with like a Garrett Wilson? Honestly, Trey's the best option. I can't. What am I going to do? And he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs down. It's not like it's a big reach here at this point. What do you guys think? Trey? Hendy. We'll go Hendy. JJ, Chase Brown, Trey Henderson, kind of a sneaky little crew. Garrett Wilson, the last Purdue. Yeah. Trey. I'm liking my team so far. I got JJ, Chase Brown. Chase Brown, Hendy. I got 2 potential top 5 running backs. Love it. T. Higgins, okay. We got Derrick Henry. Okay, T. Higgins and Burrow stacking it there. Nakua Henry. It's a good team. BTJ, London, Breece Hall at the... I didn't see that at the 3.11. Came back with Connor at what round? I don't like Connor in the 4th round, bro. But I love if you took Trey. I don't know where you're talking. We were talking about this 3rd round area. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding you. Oh, man. This team is solid. Marvin Harrison, I like it. 4th round's pretty good for Marv, honestly. Metcalf, okay. Well, it's not early. I'm taking the suggested rank has him at 4 or 5 wide receiver wise. Gonna go Rashee Rice. JJ, Rashee Rice, Chase Brown, and Trey Henderson. Wow. I'm liking this team so far. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby.
Rice is going to miss time. What, DJ? What? What did you tell me? Okay. Can someone tell me why Smitty's high on Garrett Wilson? Somebody tell him. somebody tell him for me. All right, let me see if I can get some of these super chats out of the way. Let's see here. Travis taking my Mahomie, but look, I mean, he is the top quarterback. It is a tad early, but it does also 6 points per TD pass. And so Mahomes doesn't have the underdog 7-round ADP. He's got more of the 5 range-ish. With a little bit of snipage, it's not crazy high. Travis might get a trade request from me, potentially. $20 hauler gets immediate attention. I'm sorry I waited so long to even do it.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Joe, for the super chat. My puppy best ball team released the Dragon, Mahomes, Bo Nix, Lawrence, Bucky, Hendy, Harvey, Tootin, Ollie Gordon, Brashard Smith, Nico Egbuka, Debo. I like it, bro. That's a really good job. And if anybody... Bo Nix in round 4. What? What? Jeez. There we go. $100 hauler from Salty Penguin. You're the man. I need to drop one for a defense. Adjustments. Thoughts. Rate my team along with the starters and bench. 12-team PPR. Goff. Don't love the Goff situation here, but Bucky, Hendy, Harvey, Marks, BTJ, Travis Hunter, T. Hick. Bro, Buka. Very good team. I would love to maybe get that quarterback upgraded, but see if Penix Jr. is out there on waivers. I find that Penix Jr. is on waivers more than he should be. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I would love to trade into a Penix Jr. using Goff. I don't know if you can do it straight up, but you might be able to move something. Honestly, with your wide receivers, BTJ, Hunter, and then Ibuka, I would move Higgins and Goff for a better quarterback. Go see who's got 2 QBs. And who do you drop? I'd probably say Kyle Williams pretty easily. Very good team. And
Smitty, everybody's pretty.
Salty, I appreciate you, my boy, dropping a wad on screen. I'm trying to get to these super chats the best I can. Some of you are doing full team evals, and it's going to be a little slow moving with the bigger questions just because I got to, orchestrate all this. Rate my team: Hurts, Knicks, Chase, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Hunter, Buka, Achan, Hendy, Harvey, JCM, Ramondre, Brock Bowers, Ingram. Love the team. You got a little movability there with the JCM and Ingram, maybe for one player if you wanted. I like the team. I'm not maybe Garrett Wilson and JCM for a BTJ type player. Like that's kind of where I think I would go with this team. Ingram and JCM, even something like that. Who do you drop? Your worst player is probably, I would say, Ramondre without much of a hesitation. And I'm not too worried about Ramondre. Okay, Travis, a couple of the early reaches, but they're still very good players. He's still got a very good team. So hard to suggest Travis did anything wrong. The autos for See You Soon have kind of gone off the rails a little bit. He started off hot. Sutton's not bad, but 4th round's a little high, and then Kamara. This is a good squad, though. It started out good. You got Mark Cleveland with Bijan, Hampton, McBride, McLaurin, Tyreek Hill was a good value, many would say. But Travis, your team looks still very good, even though there's... Yeah, I mean, what can you say about that? That's pretty solid. All right, I am on deck here. And there's Adams, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith, Zay Flowers, Worthy, McMillan, JMO. Running backs. I mean, this got really weird. And the ADP is so weird. Why does it have Tyrone Tracy like in the next 8 running back selections? Monty, Pacheco, Mixon, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift. It got real thin real quick. You guys are definitely sniping. Pacheco, this is tough sledding here. I don't even know what I'm going to do here. You guys grabbed all the quarterbacks so early. You know, Devontae Adams or Worthy feels like the call here. I like Worthy. Worthy kind of protects my receiving room a little bit. I mean, it sucks I don't have Mahomes to go with it. But Worthy's pretty damn good here. So is Adams, though. I just feel like he's going to get hurt. I'm going to go Worthy. JJ, Chase Brown, Trey Henderson, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy. I don't mind it. I got a little bit sniped. Yeah, Adams. I know. Adams is not a bad call. Adams feels very fourth round like, and this is the bottom of the 5. But Worthy's also fourth round worthy. Worthy's also worthy. But because I have Rice, I really think Worthy steps up huge when Rice is out, and then when Rice comes back, he's still gonna ball. He's still gonna be a total weapon for this team. Okay. Can I get in the next draft? You'll have to stay tuned for the Wild Wild West there. TM42 will be giving away spots. Most likely on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through Super Chats and such. So hang tight. We also have the Garrett Wilson draft, which will be giving away spots, and I'll let everybody know what's up with that. Caleb Johnson, I understand. I'm looking at it, and everybody's sniping everybody so early. It's really hard to say, you know, what's up, Smitty? 2 QB, 12 man from the 1.3, getting QB first round, and then HM Bucky second. Yes. Would Hendy be reached at 3.3? No. But it would depend, because the super flex he might not be anywhere near the 3.3 ADP wise. It kind of depends on your platform, and it depends on a lot of things. The running backs are getting ripped from the board. I mean, it's hard to say what to do at RB, because if you don't have RBs right now, you are going to be hurting. Like example, down Veda, appreciate you. I haven't heard from you in a long time on the live streams, bro. Where you been? Veda drafting here from this 12 spot only has Derrick Henry, so we'll see if Veda grabs an RB here. Kind of wild that like it has like Tracy and Swift and Aaron Jones, so Tony Pollard. I mean, part of me is like wondering where his sleeper rankings are so weird, bro. I'm looking at him and I don't even understand him. It's like a foreign language to me. I feel like I'm reading another language. Like why are some of these players so high? Hawkinson, okay. This is an interesting draft for sure. This draft is interesting for sure. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. So Mixon, do I go Debo or Buka? Debo or Buka? Guys, vote in the chat. Super chats I'm going to get to in just 1 second. You got to give me time. We're in the middle of a draft, so it's going to be a little slow moving on the super chats, but as soon as the draft is over, I will start attacking them. It's not even sniping, it's the ADP. Yeah, that Travis is right. It really is. The suggested rank is really jacked up. Buka. 30 seconds. It's between Buka and Debo for me. Buka. Debo. Couple Debo votes. Debo's nice here, though. But you know how we like it. Let's go. Go Buka. Guy's special. Guy's just plain special. Now, I almost guarantee you Rockout's taking Debo here. And I don't blame him, but I can almost guarantee you. But do what you got to do, Rockout. Don't let that comment influence you either. Like, you got something else planned. There you go. Neighbors, Nico, Debo, Hurts, Walker, Pacheco. Hurts, Walker, Pacheco, Debo. It's a good team, Rockout. So I like my team. you know, it's a snipe environment, so I don't know that anybody's going to love their team because we're all getting just, you know, smashed with the reaching. It's just a reach-a-thon. But not that bad. Like, this isn't as bad as last year. And Travis is right. Some of it is the ridiculous suggested rank that's got it all over the place. And it's influential to everybody. Not just because people don't use their brain when they draft. That's not to suggest that at all. Especially with this amazing crew. Everybody's so intelligent in here when it comes to fantasy football. But it's, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you got to try and play the ADP because you're also wanting to stay within the confines of it. Hendy in the third. Does anybody have a problem with Hendy in the third? You can drop your receipt right here. Not going to be a good look for you later though. This is a really decent draft compared to the last year. Last year there's so many reaches. It was so bad. Browns released Tyler Huntley. We got a $20 hauler here. $20 haulers will get immediate attention for sure. I'm trying to get to these super chats as I draft, but there's a lot going on. Rate my team: Hurts, Knicks, Chase, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Buka, H-Han, Hendy, Harvey, JCM. I think I already answered. Yeah, I already answered this one. I gave you advice on that one. That's a good team. Nice job. $20 hauler from Nico dropping the wad. 10-man PPR. Bijan, Bucky, Bowers, MHJ, Worthy, Travis Hunter, Mahomey, Egbuka, Debo, Krosky, Merritt. Love the team. Thoughts? Thanks for another awesome draft. Thank you, bro. I like the team a lot. Team is freaking solid. Travis pulling on Rockout's heartstrings there with the Charbonnet. You know, Travis is like, I will say, Travis, you are definitely in a little bit of a reach mode, but it's almost like one step ahead. It's not like a bad reaching. It's almost like Travis is taking the guy he wants that he probably should be getting on the flip around, which is only, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 spots, right? So it's not even that bad, but he's just getting them before anybody else takes them. That was kind of smart. I'm not going to lie. Like, Travis, team looks good. You're not doing any disservice to yourself. What I will say is, see you soon. You're just not even thinking about it. You're just smashing the button every time without even thinking of what you're... Oh, wait, that's because you're on auto. What's he doing on... Where is he at? Does anybody know where See You Soon is? Who is See You Soon? What's his YouTube handle? You guys, from the beginning, I was telling everybody, name your team. Maybe you did inside the league and it only shows usernames here or something. I don't know, but I don't always know who's who with the screen names changing. I know Mark Cleveland. I know most everybody in here. Salty Chopper I got, but like some of you guys don't have the same name, so I don't know. I know Rock Out, obviously. I know Sick Nasty, Last Purdue. Appreciate you, Vag, Beta. We know who most everybody is, but like even I See You Soon. What's his YouTube handle? What I'm forgetting. I'm blanking out. Klondike, where you at, bro? Yeah, his team took a dump. Barkley, Bowers, Lamar. Did Klondike pay? This is one of those things where I'm like, don't worry about it. Everybody will pay. If not, because someone will be getting the Marsman spot for the future years, if any reason he bailed, I don't think he would. Klondike's good people. But if he bailed and is like, screw this, you know, sometimes people can get in their feelings about it. Hopefully Klondike is okay. But if not, I mean, we'll definitely be able to to super chat auction off his spot. But Klondike, we're not trying to replace. I'm just saying, I don't know where you are. 10-team league. Okay, this team looks really good, bro. I don't know about any trades other than the Marvin Harrison Jr. Upgrade using, let's say, Krosky Merritt, which I might have already said. No, I didn't yet. So this team's phenomenal. Great team. Would I be tempted to use Krosky Merritt to navigate up a little bit on the Marvin Harrison Jr. front? But I don't mind Marvin or Worthy. I don't mind either one. I love them. But those two players with Krosky Merritt, either one of those wide receivers, I wonder if you can get a BTJ type caliber player. That's the only thing that I would be looking to do. All right, guys, again, I'm going to try and get through these super chats slowly but surely. Hey, bro, kind of in a pickle. I have the 6th pick in a 12-man league. I was thinking if Jettis falls to me at 6, I take CMC or Genty over him. I'm taking Genty. I don't draft CMC. I don't even draft CMC in the 2nd round. I didn't even draft CMC at this Chase Brown pick. But I take Genty all day long. That's my number 5 overall player. I take him over JJ. So Smitty approved on that front. I don't think nickel at all. Kelsey. Jeez, man. I mean, I don't even know. Looking at this ADP is just crazy. I don't even know if there's somebody downstream that we're going to be like, how the hell did he fall? I don't know. $23 seconds. There's like nothing. What round are we in? 8? I mean, what was I supposed to do? I was about to time out. You guys are taking everybody. I mean, I either grab him here or he's not going to be there on the flip. There's no running backs left. That might have been a little bit of a reach. That might have been a little bit of a reach. But let me read the running backs to you. Aaron Jones, Judkins, Brian Robinson Jr., Travis Etienne, Jalen Warren, Scattaboo, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Stevenson, Eckler. Was it really a reach? I mean, I don't know. Not really. Not at running back, at least. All right. Dante Smith, Warren. See, look at Tyler Warren or Aaron Jones. No offense to who's got the Aaron Jones pick, to Veda, but would someone rather have Aaron Jones than Corey Krosky Merritt? The answer is no. Pretty good at receiver. Damn. There's nothing left, guys. There's nothing left already. We're in round number 8, and there's nothing left. You guys took all the quarterbacks early, too. You'd rather have Aaron Jones? Well, that's too bad for you. I feel bad for you. Herbert, okay. All right, guys, who am I picking here? ETN, Kyler, that's Dak, Olave, Jordan Addison. I mean, that's where we're at. Evan Ingram. I do need a tight end. Evan Ingram's a little early. But Judkins, no thanks, bro. Let's go Evan Ingram, the Joker. So here's the teams so far. Let me see if I can minimize this a little bit. There we go. Is that still relatively clear? Let me see if you let me know if you guys can see that. Very clear. Okay. May available. I don't think so. All right. So, guys, what would you grade? What would you grade my team on? Let's go through the teams. Put Mark and then a number. Mark Cleveland, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, James Cook, Bo Nix, Laporta, Tracy, Waddle. Put Mark and a grade. Then put I'm sorry, not Mark. That's not Mark. That's collusion. I'm sorry. Russian collusion. I'm very sorry. Don't put Mark. That's not Mark's team. Put collusion or Russian or Rush or whatever and then a grade. That's Russian collusion's team. Chase, AJ Brown, Cook, Nix, Laporta, Tracy, Waddle. Sorry. Don't any mark and a number probably is going to be Russian collusion. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not Mark. My bad. So we got a 6, a 5, a 6.5. Russian getting some bad scores. C plus from OG. 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10. B minus. You got a B minus there. C plus, -7. Okay. What about Mark Cleveland from the 2 spot? Bijan, Hampton, McBride, McLaurin, Tyreek, Jamo, and Pearsall. And on the clock. Put Mark and then put a score. Or yeah, you could say team 1, team 2, team 3. Might be easier. Let's see what you guys think. While I answer, Mark got a 7. Mark 7. 7. I think, Tyreek Hill is interesting in Jamo and McLaurin. Those are 3 pretty good receivers. But I think people are wanting a little more. Just a little bit more, which is why you're not getting A plus or anything. But you're getting some 7, 7.5. It's a good team. If Tyreek brings the Thunder, which I don't believe in Tyreek, but if he did bring the Thunder, you'd be getting like 8s and 9. Because it really is potentially good value. Eagles defense in the 8th round. Woo! Woo! Wow. Wow. All right. I can't wait till it's the Moon Man draft because then I can be. I don't want to be as critical of my, the league I'm drafting in. I'll be real critical of the. See you soon. Just ripping through the autos, Okay. Everybody rate Team 3. See you soon. Who's been on auto the entire time? Started off hot actually. Barkley, Bowers, Lamar, Sutton, Kamara, DJ Moore, Flowers, Judkins, Brian Robinson Jr. Team 3. Put Team 3 in a score. 1 to 10. See what you guys think. I don't think my Krosky Merritt pick was that much of a reach at all. Because honestly, he was like the 7th or 8th running back down. Like 7th running back down. And there's nobody left. Like from my Krosky Merritt pick on, tell me one player you would have rather had. Or that is by far crazy. Like Devontae Smith I like a lot. I could have taken Devontae Smith. But the problem is I wanted RB. It was important to get an RB. Kraft is a nice pick. Crafty pick. Addison, I like the pick. Johnny. Johnny's so mad he autoed. Keon Coleman and Joku and Adunze were the last 3 picks by Travis. All right. Now vote. What do we get? We got a 6. What are the votes? Team 3 was a 4. Someone voted 9.5 for Team 3. Michael says, oh, that might be, you know what, that... Who's Michael? You're putting a 9.5 thing. You put a 10. You're all over the place. You're just lying. Someone said I did good with Little Bill. I don't think Little Bill was a reach. I just don't think it was that big of a reach at this point. My receivers are looking pretty fly. B+. All right, rate Travis. Team 4. Gibbs, Kyron, McConkey, Mahomes, Hunter, Charbonnet, Adunze, and Joku Coleman. Rank team number 4. Jalen Warren. With Tank Bigsby. I'm not going to be without balance this year. Balance really got a hold of me. I'll get to these super chats in a moment. Ziggy, off. Team 4, 7.5. Team 4, 7.4. Team 4, 8. Team 4, 8.2. Team 4, 5. Team 4, 8.3. Team 4, 8. 7.75. Team 4, 9.7, says Wolf. Team 4, B. C-, kind of all over the map. I think Travis' team looks pretty good. Give me Johnny 777 from the 5 spot. So put 5, Team 5, Lamb, Josh Allen, JSN, Hubbard, Connor, Swift, Judy, Olave, Addison. And it doesn't really matter if he auto, you're still rating the team. So rate the team. He did auto on the first 2 picks, I think. Or no, the first pick he took Lamb, and then he autoed on Josh Allen and Smith. He might have timed out on the first pick, which got him into auto, though. All right, Smitty, I drafted Rashee Rice over London like you recommended. No, we didn't, Torres. No one ever told you to take. Nice try. You want to get blocked from the channel? Keep up your lying, my boy. Rashee Rice over London. Everyone in here knows you're lying through your teeth. Nice try, though. Hey, Smitty, you told me to draft unrestricted free agent over Drake London. I'm sure you... Team 5, 3.8. Gee, Wolf, you're being really rough. Okay. Salty Chopper. Team 6, give a score. St. Brown, Jacobs, JD5, Harvey. Pickens, McMillan, Mason, Myers, Kraft. Please vote on that one. I'm going to go Kyler. I don't really want to miss out on the Kyler Murray value here. Just because I got sniped with my QB. Here's the squad so far. Guys, I'll get the super chats in a minute. I'm sorry, there's just a lot going on here. All right, Team 6 got a 8.7, 9.2, 7.7. 8.8, 8.7, 7. Team 5 is 7. So we got some good scores for Salty. Salty, you got some good scores. Juicy in the 7 spot. So Team 7, please give your ranking and put Team 7. Genty, CMC, JT, Kittle, Evans, Ridley, Mayfield, Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Jaden Reed. Pretty good receivers of Evans and Ridley considering you went RB, Kittle. So Evans and Ridley is pretty solid. That's a pretty good team, Juicy. I think that's a good one. We'll see what you get, what score you get. Nice job. Not bad. I mean, of course, you got, in my opinion, 2 of the most, I don't know, players that I'm avoiding, though, in McCaffrey and JT. But on paper, it's a good squad. For sure. You got a 7.1, 7.7, 7.9, 9. Team 7 is a 4. 7.5, 6.5, A-, 8.5, 6.7, 5. 8.9, 6. You got a mixed bag there, Juicy. Okay, team number 8 would be Rock Out. So please put team 8 or T8 or what, Rock Out, whatever. Neighbors, Nico, Jalen Hurts, Walker, Pacheco, Debo, Kelsey, Etienne, Warren, Downs. Please vote and put team number 8 or Rock Out in the score. Teammate 8.5, 6.8. $7.7. You seem to like your team, Rock Out. 8, 8, 8, 5, 8.5, 6.6, 6.8. All right, let me see if I can get these super chats kind of handled. Goff, auto on the Goff. See you soon. Getting blasted. Charlie, appreciate you. Just had a draft. Love the hype you bring. Rate my team $300 buy-in. Gibbs, Neighbors, McBride, JD5, Henderson, Rice, Igbuka, Depot, Downs. Amazing squad. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Really, just wait. Because any of the pieces that you might be able to trade, like Sharps or Blue or Debo or Igbuka, even though I don't want you to trade those guys, you got to let them gain value. 8 out of 10. 8.0 out of 10 just to give room for Rice to, have a lesser suspension than people predict or all that. But fantastic squad. Love the team. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. $20 hauler from Arthur gets immediate attention. Arthur, you there? I'm sorry about the delay. $20 haulers get immediate attention.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Arthur, sorry about the minor delay there. 10-team PPR, Dak, Goff, Henry, Hampton, Henderson. Great running backs. RJ Harvey, Sharps. You could maybe trade Henry if you wanted to, but you don't even need to unless you could get Henry swapped out for like a wide receiver like London or BTJ or something like that to go in place. But Sutton is really underrated. I mean, he just really is. But you're in a 10-man league, so I am trying to potentially put 2 players together for one, but that's really it. Or you could maybe go, like McConkey's good enough to maybe go get like a Jettas or something like that if you throw in, some sort of, like Henry for Jettas wouldn't be bad. Henry for, I would take London. Henry for BTJ. Because your running backs turned out so solid with Hampton, Henderson, and RJ Harvey and the Sharps. But honestly, I mean, I don't know. It's preference, my boy. Very good squad. 8.0. I don't give a lot of 9s because I want you to make moves. Let's stay vigilant on the waiver wire, but easily in the 8s. And an 8, if anybody gets an 8 or higher, that means I believe that you, without even looking at your rosters, I could say you're in the top 3-4 of your league and a chance to win. I am a fan of drafting Genty with a Bucky or Brown pair. Of course you are. However, is JSN or anyone else viable wide receiver 1 in the 3rd round? JSN, MHJ, Garrett Wilson are probably the most viable wide receiver 1s in that kind of scenario you're talking about. So agreed. Ollie Gordon, early again, but not really because of the way the ADPs are ranking. You can't blame anyone, for grabbing someone like that, but it does feel early. But the thing is, this ADP and just the way Sleeper's set up is kind of wild. It definitely guides people. I don't want to say it misguides people, but it guides people in kind of a funny way. Because the pressures are there that everybody's looking at the ADP and everybody's trying to use the ADP, not draft exactly around it or to the letter of the ADP, but it just makes sense to like not try and go against it. But I mean, so this right here is rock out. Loveland's there. Could go quarterback here. Jaden Blue. Benson. Wide receivers are a bit thin. It's kind of tough. It's hard to even know if we're going to go on a wide receiver run. You know? I feel pretty balanced, though, where I could go in any direction. Tempted to go quarterback again, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to grab Tootin here. So I got Bigsby and Tootin, Krosky, Merritt to go underneath my Chase Brown and Trey Henderson. Chase Brown? So Chase Brown and Henderson, and then Krosky, Merritt, Bigsby, Tootin. Feels pretty good. And this, this has what is it? It's two running back, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex, 1 quarterback. All right, time to rate your boys' team. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. You see it in front of your face. JJ, Chase Brown, Hendy, Rice, Worthy, Buka, Krosky, Ingram, Bigsby, Murray, Tootin. Team number 9. That's my team. Rate it. Let me have it. 1 through 10. What do you hear? What do you say? What do you hear? What do you say? 8.4, 8.6, 9, 7. Nine 8.3, 8.4, 7, 7.6, 8.5, 7.5, 8.2, 8.5, 8.7, 7, 8.7, 9, 9, 9, or 12, 12. 7.5, 8.5, 6.5, 7, 7.8, 7, 9. Okay. At this point, I don't even know what to... Jeez, man. This is crazy up in here. There's nothing left. There's just not anything left. Kyle Williams. That's awfully early, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's go with... Oh, I almost said who I was going to grab. I didn't realize I'm on deck. 8.6, thank you, pal. 6.7. 4.5. 4.5. You don't like my team? You don't like my team over a 5? Steeler D. Trey Benson. I like that Benson pick. Might be the best running back I've selected since my starting 2. I mean, he needs to get the job through an injury, or just, Connor slows down, in a great, unexpected way to a lot of people. But I think that his age and his mileage, he always gets hurt. I might very well have my top, like a third running back, my guaranteed flex play could play like a top 8 running back in Benson. Benson's really crafty. I think I've got a really deep team. Last year I did not. Last year I got hit with injury. I got crushed. I got rocked. But this year I feel pretty solid. I've got. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. I think that was a good pick for me. That definitely made my team feel a little stronger. JJ, Chase Brown, Hendy, Rice, Worthy, Buka, Krosky, Merritt, Ingram, Bigsby, Kyler Murray, Tootin, and Benson. Jack of all trades says Team 9, 3.5. That's just because Jack is mad because he lost the league. He won the year prior, to his credit, but lost the league and got moved down to the Moonman League, so he's mad at me. So he's going to rate me a 3.5, which no one believes is a real score. Jack of all trades. You're wearing your upset behavior on your sleeve. Jack, we'll see you in the Moonman draft. We'll evaluate you there. Now he's moving me to 4, so he goes 3.5 to 4. Make up your mind. Are you mad? Are you so mad that it's 3.5, or you're getting less mad and putting it 4? I can't help you lost. Okay, Smitty, what would you rate your team? Honestly, I really like it. I really do. This is my whole team. I fit it all in right there. Let me see if I can squeeze. Yeah, no, that's it. JJ, Chase Brown, Henderson, Rice, Worthy, Buka, Krosky, Merritt, Ingram, Bigsby, Kyler, Tootin, Benson. I'd say definitely in the 8s. I don't know if I'll put it at 9. I don't think anybody's got a 9 because we're just ravaging the pool of players to the point where, you know, everyone's having to. We're about a round or round and a half, you know, later because of the reaching and all the fat got trimmed. You know, it's kind of hard to. Yeah, so I'd say like 8.5. I think it's about an 8.5. Drafting in 10 minutes, Genty to the moon. Attaboy, T-Wad. Go drop a wad on Genty, my boy. You got this. Genty to the moon. To the freaking moon. All those doubters. Wow, we're almost done with the draft. This is kind of flying. I like it. We're doing good. We're really cruising. All right, let's get these super chats out of the way, guys. I'm trying to do them as we go, but I'll definitely hammer them out when the draft's over. What's up, Smitty? 2 QB league, 12, 1.3, getting first round, QB first round, then HM Bucky second. Would Hendy be a reach? Already answered that one. No, would not be a reach. I took Hendy. This isn't a super flex, but I took Hendy in the 3rd round. But you gotta understand that in a super flex, he probably, yeah, you know, it is a reach. I'm sorry. It is a reach. It's a reach because in a super flex, he's barely going in 3 in a non-super flex in the weirdest conditions. In a super flex, you shouldn't be taking Hendy in the top of 3 or even middle of the 3rd. No, so I'm sorry. I should. I got a lot going on. My mind's preoccupied. No, in a super flex, he should fall to 4 easily. Rate my team 10-man super flex. Had the 9th pick. Allen, Kyron, Hendy, Nico, AJB, Loveland, Rice, Fields. Bench is Devontae Smith, Harvey, Debo, Keon. Drop someone for Jake Ferguson or Jerome Ford. No. There's no one that you can drop. And as for your team, Josh Allen, Kyron, Hendy, Nico, AJB, Loveland, I like it a lot. Devontae Smith and AJB for one player is what I'm trying to pull off, my boy. That's what I'm trying to pull off if I'm you. Just go up and start shopping for the BTJs of the world and Londons and Hendys. And, hold on, let me get back to this one because I'm going to be on the clock here in a second. Penix Jr. going early. Can't blame anybody for taking some of these guys early. I understand. But definitely hard to decide what to do here. That's for sure. Man, I don't know. I'm going to time out, and I definitely want a decent backup quarterback that I believe in. I do like T-Law. I don't love that pick right there, but what are you going to do? You guys are... I mean, Penix Jr. is gone. Fields is gone. Caleb Williams is gone. Just kidding. I mean, he is gone, but I don't want him. Shot White. I don't know, man. This is tough. The top wide receivers are Mooney, who's out for a while. Keenan Allen, Christian Kirk, Adam Thielen, Bateman, Palmer, Tillman, Leggett. I mean, it's so thin. There's nothing. Nothing out there. Running backs, Najee, Spears, Ford, Kareem Hunt, Jalen Wright, Dowdle. Quarterbacks are Love, McCarthy, Bryce Young, Shadur, Stafford. The Bills' D just went. That's how thin it is. Jonu, Goddard, Ertz. I mean, it's not. There's not much to go on here. Kipley. Almost to super chats, guys. Hang tight. I'm trying to answer them as we go. Let me see if I can get this one out. Penix, London, Jamar Chase, Kyron. Very good team. Little Bill, Henderson, Bigsby, Pet, Igbuka, Devontae Smith, Loveland, Goddard. 12 team. Let's go. Love the team. London, Jamar, Penix, Kyron, Little Bill, Hendy. Very good, bro. Devontae Smith and maybe Little Bill for just one big monster. Devontae Smith and Tet to a wide receiver needy team that's got one London or BTJ. Or you know, somebody that doesn't have any receivers at all, you could trade both. Your receivers are good enough. You could trade Devontae Smith and Tet and not ask for a wide receiver. And somebody that's got like 4 running backs or 3 running backs and they don't have any good receivers, you can maybe get, you know, like a Harvey or something, or trade them both for one wide receiver if you wanted. We have a kicker and a D, by the way, as you've noticed. But this is the tail end of the draft. This is what separates the men from the boys here. And I'm just going to take him now. I mean, might as well take him now. I don't want anybody getting any bright ideas. And I love having a running back store for trades. And Brashard Smith is a league winner to me. Nice pick, Rockout. I was going to take Marks or Brashard Smith. I didn't know which one. And they're both fantastic picks. So nice job, Rockout. That was a good pick. That was a good pick, my boy. Can I reach for Henderson? Or no, can I reach for Harvey and Waddle 5-6 turn? Harvey, sure. Waddle, I mean, you can. I don't love them there. DJ says, rank my team 10-man, 0.5. T-Law, JJ, Bijan, HN, Kyron, Caleb, Garrett Wilson, Higgins, Rice. Love it. Love it. Pickens. You can afford to get rid of T. Higgins. T. Higgins and Caleb for... I mean, go get a quarterback, bro. Get rid of T. Higgins and Caleb for a massive quarterback upgrade. Then your team's like an 8.5. Right now, I'm putting 7.9 to 8.0, which is still good. but you're a big QB away, and I think you can maneuver that. 14 team Dak, Bajan, Scat, Nico, Sutton, Trey Henderson, I assume. I mean, it's in the middle of the receivers though. Trey who? Who's Trey? I mean, we call Trey Henderson. Who's he talking about? Trey Harris? Come on, Anthony. It's got to be Trey Harris. Okay, you think you mean Trey Harris? Rice, Nico Rice is fantastic. Bajan, Dak, 14 team stuff. It's a good squad. But would I want to get Pickens into my lineup? Yeah, yes. And why would Trey? Is that Henderson? Maybe that's your flex. Like, why is Trey Henderson in the middle of all of that? Trey McBride? Trey McBride? You got to be more clear. Don't use the word Trey. Use the guy's God-given name. You know? We don't call Penix Jr. Michael. I mean, he's known by McBride. If this is McBride, this is a gross misrepresentation of the man's greatness. It's McBride, okay? McBride. Fantastic team, my boy. I mean, I'm starting Pickens over Sutton, number one. But am I trying to get rid of... I guess, you got to kind of wait. You don't really have anything to couple with Sutton. Yeah, you kind of waiting, bro, until Sutton gains some value or Pickens gains some massive value. Stand down. 14 team, great team. Great team, my boy. Great team. And a 14-teamer, it's tough. You did pretty good. We got an instant $20 hauler situation going on here with Gregor. Gregor, thank you so much, my boy, with the 20.
Alert. Super chat alert.
I almost forget what day it is. It's Sunday. I have a 9 pick in my office league coming up this week. Same settings as this league. What does your ideal 9 pick look like throughout the first 6 rounds? I mean, that's really hard to estimate. I'll give you a real quick, I guess, idea of it, Gregor, but that's a little hard to... I mean, that's like asking me to predict the weather in every state, on October 4. Like, I don't... I would probably say, looking at that 9 spot, I would say Genty, personally. Genty, Bucky. Genty, Bucky. I mean, if Henderson's got to go in the 3rd round, he's got to go in the 3rd round. And then I really like what I did here, but minus, I would love to have Hunter, Rice, Debo, Buka, Mahomes, with the Genty, Bucky, and Hendy. Like, that would, I think, my preferred route. I'll go Taj Brooks, the cuff to Chase Brown. And I don't know what that's going to look like come week 1, because I got to pick up a kicker in D. Might I just drop him? I don't know. Oh, man. Who do I take here? There's nobody left. There's like nobody left. Tesla. I don't have a kicker in D, but I'll pick those guys up. I'm good. Good squads. Okay, we haven't rated the final few teams. Rate last Purdue. Pick team 10. Rate team 10, please, on a scale of 1 to 10. Team 10 has Achane, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Metcalf, Caleb Johnson, Joe Mixon, Devontae Smith, Herbert, Andrews, Godwin, Purdy. That's a good team, man. I like that. Achane, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Metcalf, Devontae Smith with, yeah, Herbert. That's good. Andrews. I'd say it's easily above 8. That's a good team. Please rate team number 10 right now. Put 10 and then a score. 7.7. 7.2. Smitty can't even draft a full team. Why would I? Why would I? 8.5, nice. 8.2, 8.3. Good scores. Who went on auto? Oh, that's still see you soon. God, he was autoed the whole time. All right, congratulations, everyone. Fantastic job. It wasn't that big of a reach-a-thon, to be honest. I may have taken the biggest reach in Corey Krosky Merritt on paper, but I think anybody that's actually analyzing the draft board would say it's not really a reach. I mean, tell me how I reached on Jacory when it's Jacoby Myers, Diggs, ETN. Maybe Matthew Golden or Devontae Smith should have gone before Krosky Merritt, but that's it. You can't name another player that went after him that was deserving to go before Krosky Merritt. It's just the board and the ADP sucked. HN, nice. Okay, so Sick Nasty from the 11 spot. BTJ London, Brees Hall, Marvin Harrison Jr., Monty Hawkinson, May, Golden Pitts, and Golden Pitts. Golden Pitts, man. You know the deal. You know the guy. Mims. That's a really good start, though. BTJ London, Hall, MHJ, Monty. You know, rate that. Rate that. Team 11. Super chats, I'll be right with you. We'll open the phone lines after I get through super chats. Gregor, appreciate you. Gregor, did that answer your question? I asked, though, was wondering how you would have wanted this board to be different. I asked, though. Okay. Gregor, same thing I said, though. I would love to have had Genty. I would love to have had Bucky. I would love to have... I still probably would have taken Trey Henderson unless, let's say... I don't even know who would have had to have fallen, bro. Kyron, you know? I would have taken Genty or Trey Henderson. And then in round 4, I would have loved to have gotten... To answer your question, I would have loved to have gotten Harvey and Rice. Let me put it this way. Rice, and then instead of Worthy, I'd rather have Harvey. Instead of Ibuka, I'd rather have Hunter. And instead of Krosky Merritt, I'd rather have Ibuka. And I think in a grandma league, Gregor, you're going to see that happen. For anybody that is drafting a work league, whatever, you could move my Rice down 1 spot into round 5. Move Buka down 1 spot into the 7. In some scenarios. I mean, he's going in 6.4 is understandable. But I'm surprised he didn't go a lot earlier in our community. And then Veda, everybody, team 12, rate Veda's team. By the way, the average score was 7, 7.7, 7.2, 8.4, 7.5, 8.5. You did pretty good, Veda, Sick Nasty in the voting. Now team 12. Score team 12. Henry, Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, Burrow, Adams, Pollard, and Aaron Jones, Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's good value there. J.K. Dobbins. Vote on team 12, 1 through 10. Gregor, does that make sense? Did I answer your question better, Gregor? I'm sorry. Yeah, last Purdue's got a good team. I can't believe he didn't get like at least an 8.0. Mark Cleveland says he killed the draft. You have a good team, Mark. I would love to trade Kyler. I would trade like Kyler and Travis. We'll talk about this. Travis, I wonder if you're interested in Krosky, Merritt, and Kyler from Mahomes. Bucky Irving over Brown. Yeah, I'd rather have Bucky Irving, but he didn't fall. It is what it is. It is what it is, my boy. It's a good team. Everybody did good. I'm happy with my squad. JJ, Chase Brown, Hendy, Rice, Worthy, Ibuka, Krosky, Merritt, Ingram, Bigsby, Kyler, Bashal, Tuden. Not bad. See you soon. Did surprisingly well for Otto. I can't believe we had an Otto. But his team started out strong. And yeah, I mean, Kamara laid, DJ Moore, still Flowers. It was decent. He might be okay with that, but no one likes to have their team drafted for him. I don't know where he was. Did we have confirmation he was going to make it in the group chat, or did he just never reply? Klondike, where are you, my boy? Where are you, my boy? For those that want to get in the next one, the two openings we have are the Garrett Wilson draft. It's the Patreon draft. The Patreon, a.k.a. Garrett Wilson draft. News will come Monday on how to get in that. And then the Wild Wild West draft. Right here. You can see right there. Those will go to Super Chatters, and we'll fill those 11 spots on the live stream on Monday and Tuesday. And that draft will probably be on like a Saturday night, I imagine. Maybe the immediate Saturday night. So you'll just have to know that when you're Super Chatting to get into that, the Wild Wild West draft, which will be the show's official and only Superflex draft league. So it'll be a league every year. You'll have to get in it every year. It's not a keeper league. You don't get your spot reserved. The Marsmen and the Moonmen drafts are the only ones. Those guys bought Marsmen and Moonmen cards. They're actually metal cards I have somewhere here, right here. So the people that bought these Moonmen and Marsmen cards, this is an example of a Moonman card. It's all scratched up, but it's actually metal. And I mailed these to people. They have a Marsman and a Moonman card, remember? We sent them out to everybody. Those guys not only have phone line access, to dial in whenever they want, even if the phone lines are like closed, like you hear Rock Out call in, and I'm like, the phone lines are closed, but Rock Out, you called. So usually when we get busy, I'll jump Marsmen and Moonmen straight to the front of the phone line. So those are exclusive cards that we gave out. It's in basically people purchase that lifetime membership with the card and the Moonman Marsman spot. And so everybody gets those. Well, Johnny, you replaced somebody. We only did it to the inaugural people. Johnny, I'm sorry. So those spots, and if anybody ever bails, we'll replace somebody. But anyway, the Moonman Marsman draft is the only one where you hold your spot from year to year. Even if we redraft, doesn't matter. You get your spot unless you bail or something. We'll see what's going on with Klondike. Maybe we got an opening. I don't know. I don't think so. Klondike's a pretty diehard guy here, so I don't know what's going on. But the Garrett Wilson Patreon League will be, every year will be new people, or you have a chance to get a spot again. And then the Dynasty League will have that draft soon. Spots will open on that. I'll talk about this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There are spots for the Wild Wild West draft, the Patreon draft, and the Wild Wild West draft is the only Superflex draft. Those are both redraft. And then the official Dynasty League for the show will kick off really soon, and we have about 4 or 5, maybe 3 to 5 spots available for that. And that will be the draft. The rookie draft will be on the show live every year. It should be anyway. And that's going to be the only official Dynasty draft and league of the show. So there's about 4 spots for that. Let me get these super chats out of the way here. $20 holler from Mark Cleveland, who said, what did he say? Great draft, great team, Smitty. Thank you, Mark. Mark, appreciate you.
Alert. Super chat alert.
$20 super chat. $20 super chat.
Alert.
Yeah, I gotta say, I like my team. You know, when you look at your squad and you basically let me screenshot my team. Send it to my computer here. Hold on one second. You know when you draft and you look at the board and you're like, okay, I like it, but you need to see it in the starting format. You know, you need to look at it with the actual format of how you set your lineup. You know, it just visually does something. So like looking at it like this. Here's my squad. It does hit different. So I don't have a kicker or D yet. Kyler, Chase Brown, Hendy, JJ, Rashi Rice, Ingram, Worthy, Buka. Looks a lot better that way than when I look at it down the draft board for some reason. That looks really solid. Do I worry about JJ? Hell yeah. But Genty was gone. Genty's I have a video, Genty over JJ. And that would have held true for me if Genty was still on the board. Because I love Genty. So this is a good team, though. I love my running backs. Kyler's a little, hit and miss, but like he has the capability to be a top 5-6 fantasy football quarterback. Make no mistake about it. He 100% still can hold that kind of value, but he could also be 12, 15. But this is a good squad. And then my bench looks pretty good. I think I got a lot of trade power. Trevor Lawrence, Benson, Brashard Smith, Tootin, Krosky, Merritt, Taj Brooks, Bigsby, Tesla. I mean, Krosky, Merritt, Bayshall, Tootin, Bigsby, and Benson's pretty solid trade value. Does Bill the Tickler draft? I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Richard with a $20 super chat. Richard, my boy.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Richard, I appreciate you, my man. My main man. Dropping the 20 wad. Sup, Smitty? What are your thoughts on this 10-person standard team? QB Baker, Genty, Marion Hampton, BTJ, JSN, Pickens, Kraft, Flex, J.K. Dobbins, Sutton. Like it. Ibuka bench. I want Ibuka in the lineup somehow, bro. So that gives me an opportunity to say, can we trade JSN or Pickens? And I don't know which one. Probably JSN gets you more to get. You even upgrade JSN and. I mean, what if you could trade JSN and Pickens for like Lamb or maybe London? And is that even enough? I mean, Pickens is really good this year, I think. JSN's obviously top 7 to 12 capable. It's I don't know, maybe your flex spot. I'm sure you have a flex spot, right? Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. There you go. I'm sorry, I didn't even see the flex. It was on the tight end line, so I didn't see it. So we need to get J.K. out of the lineup. So first of all, put Ibuka in. Why do you have J.K. Dobbins in there over Ibuka? What are you thinking? So Ibuka goes into that flex spot. But you know what? Maybe you just roll with that. I think that's what you need to do. Would I be tempted, though, to trade Cortland Sutton and JSN, Cortland Sutton and Pickens? Or JSN and Pickens away, and then Sutton goes into one of the wide receiver spots. Buka goes into the flex. But you're trading Sutton and Pickens, Sutton and JSN and Pickens, two of those guys for one bigger wide receiver. So you kind of got to go shopping. It's going to be hard to do maybe before week 1 kicks off. But you got to go shopping and try and take advantage of teams that maybe don't have good wide receiver depth but have a big name player. Dynasty order priority: Thornton, Milroe, Brashard Smith. Probably Brashard Smith, Thornton, Milroe in that order. If it was super flex, I would probably put Milroe first, but I like Thornton a lot, but I love Brashard Smith a lot too. So it's kind of pulling on my heartstrings there, my boy. Love him. All right, let me get these super chats out of the way. T Watt, appreciate you. Bucky over H-Han, absolutely agree with that. When do the lines open? In just a minute. my boy. Hang tight for me. Great draft, Smitty. Again, this is that $20 hauler. Thank you, Mark Cleveland. This here, rate my team 12-man. Jetta, CMC, Chase Brown, Jacoby, Terry, Chuba, Hunter, Dobbins, Loveland, Grendo. I like the team. I'd probably say in a 12-man Superflex, Purdy and McCarthy's not my favorite QB crew. So for that, you're not going to get an 8 or anything from me. But JJ, I don't love Christian McCaffrey. I love Chase Brown. And I'm not a big Jacoby Myers guy, but I don't hate him. And then Terry McLaurin, I'm scared to death he's going to get hurt. Chuba, I like, very undervalued. Hunter, I'd say this is in the high 7s for sure, but it's that quarterback situation for you that really gets me. And I don't know how you solve that unless you're to trade like Jettas for London to get the quarterback upgrade. Like Jettas is probably your leverage point, unfortunately, but I don't mind doing that because I love London. I think it's a doable thing for you. You just got to let go of the fact that you might have to do that. But trading for quarterbacks is really hard in a Superflex. Most people don't even trade them. 12-man PPR, IDP, ESPN. How high should I take Travis Hunter? Since the position average is for both offense and defense, my league mates don't know about his dual position. I'm sure they do, bro. I mean, this is the most talked about thing. And Simi Valley with the 5 gifted membership. Simi, appreciate you. My mang, dropping the 5. My boy, doing it live. Thank you so much, Simi Valley, for dropping the 5 gifted memberships. If you get one, please thank them. I cannot help you, Charlie, until you go to your projections and you. Anybody that asks me where should they take Hunter trade question or draft question, can you guys please tell me in the future with your message where he ranks projection-wise? So, Charlie, please go do this for me. Where does he rank out of all the overall players and the projections? Go to projections. What is the scoring format you have with your projections of your league? Because that's telling you what he's scoring. Don't go outside of your league in another league. In your league, go to projections, overall players, I want that rank. Overall DBs, defensive backs, I want that rank. And then overall wide receivers, I want that rank. Tell me where Hunter is in all 3 of those categories so I can properly give you help. Otherwise, I'm batting blind. And the last guy that asked me that, Rabbit, appreciate you with this $20 super chat.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Rabbit, you here? Rabbit, I'm sorry I took so long to recognize your $20 hauler for some reason. I don't know why. Rabbit, thank you. What's up, Smitty? 12-man PPR double flex redraft. Bijan, Kyron, Josh Allen, Rice, Hunter, Ibuka, Debo, Kyle Pitts. Rate my team. Do you recommend any trades? Very good squad, bro. Bijan, Kyron, Josh Allen, Rice, Hunter, Buka, Debo. Almost can't get any better than that. Love Kyle Pitts as an underrated player. No ideas whatsoever because every single one of these players has got a chip on their shoulder, and you couldn't sell them for the value I believe they have. Bijan's the only one, and I'm not trading him. So I'm standing down at least an 8.2 or 8.3 out of 10. Maybe 8.5, which would be one of the higher scores I've given all day today. So don't take offense to that it's not 9. It's one move away from being a 9. Just because 9 would mean I don't even have to look at your rosters. You won the league. That's what 9 means. 12 pick, half PPR standard. I don't like HN. Is Derek fine? I mean, if you don't like HN, why do you like Derek? Like there's an inherent risk in both of them if you want to look at it that way. But I mean, do what you want to do with the Derrick Henry situation. I myself am gonna avoid him this year at the top of 1. Would I take Derrick Henry as my second player? Yeah, but Achan's going in round 1, so I'm taking Achan. And I'm not worried about his injury like everybody else. You're just hearing a lot of people panic about it. Mike McDaniel, his head coach, has already said it's not a big deal. My league watches you, so they reach. 3-4 turn Evans and Brees. I mean, those are okay, but I'd rather have Hendy. I'd rather have Rice in a way. It's risky. It's risky. Is JT a moon man now? No, Wheelie. Wheelie, you haven't been here, have you? Appreciate and welcome you back, though, Wheelie. Thank you, 777. Appreciate you. Henry's fine there, bro, but I'm taking Genty. I'm taking BTJ. I'm taking London. Honestly, I'd rather have Bucky Irving over Henry. You know, and if you don't like HN, go Bucky. I mean, who cares? Bucky should be in round 1. 10-man 10-man PPR, I think is what you mean. Who do I take at the 1.3? I want Gibbs, since I'm a Lions fan. Always love CD there, but feel stupid not taking Barkley. Don't feel stupid. He had 430 carries, 480 plus touches last year. I'm taking Gibbs over Barkley every time. Not to mention, Gibbs scored as the number 1 overall running back in some scoring formats. So, I mean, why would you feel dumb about that? Lamb or Gibbs is a perfect pick at 3. Perfect. Chase, Bijan are gone. It's Lamb or Gibbs for me all day long without a hesitation, without a single moment of regret or hesitation at all. None. And which one I take, it depends on if you think you can get the other, corresponding position at the next round a little bit better. That would guide me so I could get a little bit balance if possible. Or if you think receivers will be plentiful in the 3rd, 4th round, then go running back. Rate this Superflex team 9 rounds, 12 team. Josh Allen, Penix Jr., fire quarterbacks. Achane, Henderson, fire running backs. Brian Thomas Jr., Devontae Smith, Matthew Golden, Ricky Pearsall, love it. McBride, oh my gosh, bro. 8.4, 8.5 out of 10. One of the highest scores I've given all day. Would I be trying to move Ricky and Golden, Ricky and Devontae Smith? Yeah, just trying to get another BTJ or London in there. To get another. You got BTJ, so go after London, Hendy, something like, or Harvey, something like that. Would I give up Devontae Smith and Pearsall to get Travis Hunter? Honestly, I would, because I'm a big Travis Hunter guy. But not everybody would feel that way. Some people would rather have Devontae Smith over Travis Hunter. And I feel sorry for them, but I still appreciate them. Ow! ESPN rated me last place. Good. That's what you want. That means you did good. QB, running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Don't ever worry about what they tell you. Keeper, HN, nice. Penix Jr., Knicks, love it. Love it. It's 1 QB. Okay. So Knicks and Penix, you got a great rotation there. HN, Hendy, Harvey, jeez, JCM, Sharps. Nico, MHJ, Hunter, and Buka. Oh, man. Bro, I wouldn't even touch that team unless I'm going to give JCM an upgrade MHJ to a London type player. London or JCM and MHJ. And let's say you could give up, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You look for London, look for St. Brown, look for. You're not going to get Lamb, but you can shoot for the moon. But other than that, you're just waiting and letting these guys fire off, bro. JCM's getting more value. Ollie Gordon could be a huge trade piece. MHJ's going to be very surprisingly good. Ibuka and Hunter, you're going to get so much value. But this is a group you wait on, bro. This is not a group you trade early because you just won't get the value for it. Phone lines are open. I'm not. As soon as I fill up the phone line, I'm not going to take on, keep taking on calls. So as soon as I fill it up, I'll let you know when it's closed.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Yeah. Yep. $20 hauler gets immediate attention here. Mute yourself real quickly. Let me just add all these people to the phone line. Mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you. Rock out. Just hit mute real quick. I'll be right with you. Appreciate you. And then let me get these other 2 callers on here. Mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you. And please mute yourself. I'll be right with you. Thank you, pal. Everybody, please mute for real. And I usually just hang up on people that don't actually listen and don't mute. They think they're quiet, but they're not. They're mouth breathing or something. So just mute yourself real quickly. $20 from Charles T. Yo, Smitty, 12-man, 0.5. Dak, Gibbs, Hampton, Hendy, JCM, Brees, Ollie, BTJ, Buka, Jaden Reed, Horton, Burden, Coleman. Trade on the table. Reed for Mims. I mean, I'd rather have Mims right now because Reed's hurt, but Reed's a very good player, and I love Reed. And this is a $20 super chat, by the way.
Alert. Super chat alert.
So I love Reed, but he's in a walking boot. He's banged up. I go ahead and take Mims right now. Should I have took Garrett over Brees Hall? Probably I would have, I suppose. But your team, because your running backs are fire. Gibbs, Hampton, Hendy, JCM. But Brees is super solid. Don't trade him now. Just wait. Just wait. because you're not going to get what you should get out of Brees Hall anyway. But yes, I would have taken Garrett Wilson over him. BTJ Igbuka is still very, very good. But yeah, you add Garrett Wilson to that instead of Brees, and you're just like off the charts, balanced. But I take the Mims side of that, probably. I would say that seems like mute yourself real quick. I'll be right with you, but please hit mute. I would say you did damn good still. You're still in the 8 point something range. Could it have been an 8.5? Yeah, probably could have been, but you still could make the right pickup. And Brees might explode, and then you could trade him for better than that anyway in a trade. Phone lines are closed right now, guys, because I got a full phone line, so I'm sorry about that. Johnny 777 who auto. Johnny, you want to describe your live? Do you want to describe what happened? How did you get on auto to begin with?
I wish I knew the answer to that, brother. I have no idea.
Well, you timed out.
For some reason.
You timed out. That's the answer.
Yes, twice. I'm lucky I got some good picks, but that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, but you did time out the first time. That's how you got put on auto. Like that Lamb pick, did you auto the Lamb pick?
No.
Okay, then you autoed on Josh Allen. You just didn't pick fast enough is what happened.
No. I was sitting there like literally on my pick, and I'm like, why isn't it going? I didn't know where the auto pick was. I was calling in and you didn't answer. I was like,
I
oh
know,
my God,
but
he's not answering. I don't know where to find it.
Well, I mean, I was telling you the whole time. I was like, it's under queue. Go to your queue. Because I knew you might.
I just couldn't. I didn't find it, brother. I didn't find it until it gave me 2 auto picks, and then I finally found it. I was just like, oh my.
Yeah, I had the phone lines. I couldn't even see what numbers were calling in. The phone line was 160. But yeah, I mean.
So I got. Then I got cute, thinking, you know what? I'm gonna kind of try to use the. I used the ADP too much, thinking that, like, I didn't realize that I should have grabbed him instead of Jake Ferguson with my second tight end. I should have grabbed Trey, and that would have made me feel a lot better.
Trey who?
But you ended up grabbing him, Trey Benson.
Oh, Benson. Okay. We're using all these names that everybody shares, so I don't know who you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So Trey Benson. But my biggest problem was man, I wanted to get some running backs early.
Okay.
I didn't.
How about this offer right here, right now on the show? Okay, you say yes or no.
Uh-huh.
Benson, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, and Kyler Murray for Josh Allen.
Nope. That's my saving grace for now. But I will. That's why I grabbed 3 running quarterbacks though that are like kind of good point scorers. So I'm hoping that later I can trade one of those quarterbacks for a running back when somebody needs one.
Quarterbacks? What quarterbacks did you take? What do you mean?
I also got Fields
and Penix Jr. Okay. Yeah.
So I think Fields can have a much better year than people think, and I know you know that. And same with Penix, obviously. So they could do really well. And if I have 3 that are balling, then I could trade one. And who knows? Maybe later, if Fields and Penix are doing that great, I'll be able to make a crazy trade like that with Allen. But I got to make sure my other guys are balling.
I'm trying to see if I could give you anything else right now. Let me look at your team real quick. So you got this Josh Allen, Lamb, Josh Allen team. See here.
So I was gonna go Lamb, Kyler, and Henderson, and then Travis got Kyler, and then you got Henderson.
Kyler, I think you're mixed up. Mahomes. You mean Mahomes?
I mean Kyron. I'm sorry.
Kyron. Okay.
Kyron Williams. Yeah, so that was my initial.
Yeah. See, you have Lamb. Yeah, Josh Allen. The guy I would want from your team would be Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Kyler. I mean, damn. I want to give you something like Benson. Just feeling out your values. Like, where do you see like Worthy and Kyler versus Josh Allen? Something.
I'm actually pretty happy with my receivers because I have Lamb and Smith and Jigma, And then I think, I think my later
Okay.
picks can do pretty decent as well. But yeah, I just want to see how it plays out.
You're
first,
done.
'cause, you never know. I could make a decision where
Kidding.
that I want to see how the season plays out and then make a trade. But thank you.
All right. Yeah, no problem, man. Good job recovering.
Bad job.
All right.
All right.
All right. Later, man.
Bye.
You're done. You're not going to trade. You're done. Hey, I thought it was worth a try. I mean, Benson, Drew, Corey, Krosky, Merritt, Kyler, I thought I'd swing. I thought I'd swing. You never know. I mean, some people love Jacory. You never know. I mean, Travis is on the line here. Travis, I think asking for Josh Allen was a bit much, but what if I offered you a similar deal for Mahomes? Jacory, Krosky, Merritt, and Kyler, and maybe even like something else a little lower than my top guys for Mahomes. Because Kyler could score top 5, 6, 7 quarterback range.
Good, yeah.
I mean, you need Jacory?
I don't need him, I don't think. But I like him. I would have taken him if you didn't take him. When you took him. I was going to take him to the next pick. So. I mean,
What about
and like,
what?
It was the same with Ollie Gordon. I took him in the 11th. It's like how much longer are you supposed to wait?
So what do you think about Mahomes, Kyler swap? I give you Jacory and something else, whether that's Benson or
I don't know.
what about Ingram and Joku swap as well? So you get Kyler, Ingram, Jacory for Mahomes and Joku. That's kind of a lot.
Tempting. I gotta sit on it a little.
All right.
I just drafted. So.
All right.
You're done.
Just kidding. What else are you thinking? How else did that go?
I mean, I liked my team. I was a little surprised by it. I didn't really expect the wide receivers I got. 'Cause I don't usually draft wide, but figured he was there. I could have taken him or Garrett Wilson probably. And I went with him in the third. But besides that, I think everyone did pretty good. I'm looking at the board right now. I mean, I don't think anyone has a bad team on paper.
Yeah, like I said, you were definitely reaching like up the turn right there, but like it was smart reaching. You were basically taking the guy before it turned back around and he'd be gone. So you were doing doing a smart like small reach every time, which didn't really hurt you. Like your team's good. Lad, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it was like with like Hunter. It was like I either take Hunter where I took him, or I have like Sutton or something like that as my wide receiver too, which isn't awful, but I just wanted a little upside.
Yeah, you got some of you saying Kyler's cooked or Kyler's very good fantasy quarterback. Like we can rip on him. I'm a Cardinal fan. I can rip on whether he's going to take us to a Super Bowl. The answer is probably
Same thing with you.
no.
Yeah.
But Kyler can score top 5 to 7 QB numbers on the year. Like if all goes well for him. And think about it, he's got McBride and MHJ. So I don't know. Some of you are a little hard on Kyler. Kyler's pretty solid. And I think the reason why people hate Kyler is because expectations were top 5 last year. He didn't deliver, and everyone's just mad. But Kyler in the 10th round was crazy good value.
Right. He still finished QB 10 last year.
Yeah, he had a bad year, but I mean, look, he could easily be top 7, easily. Yeah, I was happy with my team. I mean, Chase Brown and Hendy. I took Hendy a little bit early, but I kind of had to. I mean, look at the players that were left,
like that.
though. You know what I mean? Like, it was Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Higgins, Burrow, MHJ, Metcalf. That's not too early. So, and then instead of Rice, I could have went like Harvey early, Harvey went 3 picks later anyway, but I did want to kind of hold back and not over. I didn't want to attribute too much reaching at the beginning of this draft, so I didn't want to take him, even though I kind of wanted to grab him. I'm like, no. Rice, I love the value. Worthy and Rice feels very, very solid. Egbuka. I wanted to go Debo or Egbuka. That was a tough one. I still kind of waver on that because I love Debo so much, but I think Egbuka is going to be a top 10 wide receiver this year. I think as a rookie, he'll be a top 10, 12 wide receiver. I think Egbuka is going to go crazy.
I think that actually, like, most people, like, when it felt like a reach, the player was within like 6 or 7 guys at their position. You know, maybe not looking at strictly ADP, but at their position, because like there was at one point all the running backs got ripped off the board, then all the wide receivers got ripped off the board, and so I think like the 2 biggest reaches by ADP was Prosky Merritt and me with Ollie Gordon, but at that point when you were looking at who was left, it was like those guys, you know, if
yeah,
ADP was where
you know,
they'd be way high.
I think Johnny, you might want to do this. You might want to just do it now if you were thinking about, you know, you grab those quarterbacks for trade reasons, and people do not trade for quarterbacks very easily in a one QB league. Would you guys think it was a good trade and good swap for me to get Penix Jr. for my Benson? Which honestly, like, I don't know, Johnny, if you're still listening, Johnny probably wanted to go Benson, like he said, or he did. He actually admitted that he wanted Benson and just missed him. I kind of wanted to go Penix Jr. and I thought maybe he'd come back around, and so like maybe Benson and Penix Jr. are a pretty fair swap. I don't know.
It makes sense for both teams if you guys are comfortable with it.
I do love Benson though. Like I'm a little scared to trade him and then him become a top 8 running back, and then I'll be, you know.
I was gonna say I think it you give away some upside just because at the end of the day, between T-Law and Tyler, how far apart are they going to be from a Penix? But it shores that up, I guess.
On
his side, it helps.
Trying to
Connor, you know?
Kyler. Yeah. Trying to divorce Kyler so bad. I like Kyler, but I do want to protect my QB room a little bit. You know, there's some risk.
Well, that's why I went Mahomes, and then the one pick maybe went next. Those were the last 2 of like the top 6 or 7 quarterbacks, more elite guys.
Yeah.
I almost went Knicks, and I decided to go Mahomes instead. But
Johnny,
that's the reason why I went like a round early there. Too.
Yeah. Johnny, call up. Let's do a deal. Let's strike a deal on the phone line. Let's do it live. Chat, is that a fair trade? I think I'm even giving him a little bit of upside. More so than he even... I mean, first of all, he's got Josh Allen.
His feelings good.
I mean, his running backs, he's got James Conner. If anything, I should be asking for more here.
It's a no-brainer for him.
Yeah, hold on, Johnny. Maybe I need to get more. Johnny, I might need to get more actually. I think this idea makes. Oh, he left. He hung up. Guess he didn't want to do the trade after all. Maybe his line just dropped. I don't know. Johnny, call back if you're. What do you guys think? I think it's a fair trade.
I think he's winning. I think it's fair. I think he's winning because he
winning
for him because he
Johnny,
has.
Yeah. Johnny just called and then he hung up. This is like, remember I said, Johnny, you get to the table and walk away like the car dealership example. I didn't mean hang up on the phone line before you even said anything. Hold on, here he is. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? Yeah. Turn down the background music if you can, or the background, the show in the background. All right, Johnny, what are we doing here?
Oh, I answered you in the chat. I said throw in my Marsman card and we got a deal.
I don't have any more to send, so I did those on a one print thing. I can't. Plus, that's collusion. That's collusion. Man. That's collusion. Look, you can't do a trade.
Like you have an issue. I'm just joking.
You almost have me committing collusion on the channel. Throw in a $5 bill. Yeah. So are we doing it? Penix for Benson, live on the show.
Yeah, I honestly think you're getting a better deal, but I need it. So yes.
All right, send it
You're
over.
getting a better deal, John.
I think you're getting a better deal, but I do want Penix Jr. That's my boy, and I honestly would have drafted him. All right, so you sent it.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed him. As soon as you, I'm not familiar with this site.
Okay.
I've never used it before. So
Let me send it to you. All right, hold on. Here's the trade offer. First trade offer live on the show. Penix Jr. The reason I can do this is I've Chase Brown, Trey Henderson, Tootin, Krosky, Merritt, and Bigsby. I feel, and I've got Chase Brown backed up with Taj Brooks. I also have Rashard Smith. I feel like I'm good to do this trade. Trevor Lawrence is an okay backup quarterback for me, but I'd rather have Penix Jr. All right, offer sent. You should be able to go to Penix for Benson. Go to your team. All right.
Okay, it just popped up.
All right, there you go.
So I do.
I like it.
All
right, now I'm honest about Kyler. No, everything I said, I truly believe he's top 5 to 7 capable quarterback. But is that a lock? No. So that's why I want to back him up. But I still like Kyler a lot. Like I'm going to struggle with who to start each week based on matchup. I mean, Kyler's got at New Orleans in week number 1, and Penix Jr. has versus Tampa Bay, ranked 3rd. So this is a good rotation to have. But now I can maybe drop, Trevor Lawrence and pick up somebody. We'll see. Or just hold 3 QBs.
So I said accept, but it doesn't. My roster doesn't show.
It went through. I see Penix Jr. on my bench. You just gotta hit a different tab and then go back. All right. Good trade. Good trade. I think this could benefit you more than it benefits me, but I love Penix Jr. bro. So it's.
That's why I did it. I knew there was a shot that you and I could maybe do this. I just thought it was going to happen later on down the road. So
no, we can do it right now. All right, Johnny. We'll see you later, bro.
All right, bro. Bye.
Yeah, I think I get. I mean, look. The thing for me though is Connor's got to get hurt for that to be valuable to him. So. It's not like I'm trading him a starter in Benson. I'm trading him a potential starter in Benson. It may never come to fruition. So for that reason, I got to take the points that Penix Jr. is going to give me. And I love Penix Jr. Now, would I put Penix Jr. in over Kyler? 8 times out of 10, probably. But Kyler's going to get the nod sometimes. Tampa Bay, it's going to be a fun shootout in week 1, so I probably do put Penix Jr. in there. But Kyler's projected for more points. Not that matters because the ADP. I mean, we trust anything going on with the numbers there. That ADP was awful. Everything. All right, let me get around the phone line real quickly. Then I got super chats. I got a $20 hauler that needs immediate attention. This is from BlackBerry. Appreciate you. This one's from. I don't even know how to say your whole name though. What's up? You say 12-team home league. I'm the champ. Just drafted Bucky, McCaffrey, Hurts, AJ Brown, Kamara, Pearsall, Tyler Warren, Jamison Williams, Charbonnet, Keon Coleman, Trey Benson, Thornton, Ollie Gordon, Drake May. Grade me. I don't love McCaffrey, my boy. I'm not a big McCaffrey drafter. I just doubt him very, very much. I don't think he stays healthy. I'm also not huge on Kamara staying healthy all year. So at the end of the day, I'd rather trade McCaffrey out. Does anybody have any ideas as to what he should do? I would go looking for some sort of wide receiver upgrade on Pearsall. He's probably a Niner fan. McCaffrey and Pearsall, so you're probably not liking this conversation. But I trade Pearsall on the high, I trade McCaffrey on the high, and I go get myself a Hendy or Achane or a player that's going below McCaffrey ADP wise, and then trying to get a player that goes above Pearsall ADP wise. So if you're going to get something along the lines of like a Hendy and Garrett Wilson, or if you could get so lucky, like a Kyron and London, or London and even Harvey for McCaffrey, like I'm pulling that trigger every time. And Kamara, I don't know. I would trade Kamara straight up for Hampton, Hendy, Kyron, all those guys. But I like this team. I think if McCaffrey stays healthy, and A.J. Brown's another guy I'm not drafting all the time because I worry about his knees and injury and all that. You did draft a bunch of players that I do worry about, is the only problem. It's not that they aren't good, individually. Trey Benson, you just heard me talk about how much I like him. Ollie Gordon's fantastic value. Charbonnet could win leagues. This is a really good squad. But I definitely think that, I'd be shopping McCaffrey. If you want to keep Kamara, that's fine, but I would trade him straight across for the players I just mentioned. But McCaffrey's somebody I'm trying to move before he ends up tanking your season or something. Thank you, my boy, for dropping that super chat. And then we have phone lines are closed, guys. It's just too full. Dynasty trade Scary Terry, JCM third for Wilson, Pitts, and tight end premium. Okay, Dynasty trade Scary Terry, JCM. Matthew hung up. Matthew, we'll see you later, bro. Sorry you couldn't wait. Trade Terry, JCM third for Wilson and Kyle Pitts. Give me Wilson and Kyle Pitts in a tight end premium if you don't have a tight end. It's hard to trade JCM and Scary Terry, but Scary Terry's holding out. I worry about him getting hurt, so I'm going to go ahead and make that move. Tatered, appreciate your $20 holler, my boy. Tatered.
Alert. Super chat alert.
$20 super chat. $20 super chat.
Smitty didn't believe in Mixon last year. He came around. It's okay. Came around hidden. Gems happen every year. Mixon lost you a league at the end of the day, bro. So at the end of the day, I was right about Mixon. The only thing I was wrong about Mixon, I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I was wrong about Mixon is that you should have drafted him and traded him before week 8, week 9, week 10. But like predicting when to trade him, double-digit weeks, you would have made out like a bandit if you drafted Mixon and then traded him before double-digit weeks. If you kept Mixon, you made the playoffs because of him, and you lost the playoffs because of him. So honestly, bro, you're dead wrong on that. But you say whatever you want. I don't worry about it. Who should I keep?
Trying to justify Jacobs. I don't know. They're talking to Jonathan.
Jacobs. This channel was the highest on Jacobs in the land last year. So I don't know if what he's inferring there, but who should I keep? I need one more already kept Bucky. So the options are Debo, Jacobs, Cook, Kupp, Reed, Laporta, Mahomes, or Knicks 12-team league. If it's not, you what?
This is the guy. That was just
Oh. Okay. Who should I keep? I need one more already kept Bucky. Well, on these options, if it's one QB, you can't keep one of the quarterbacks necessarily. I mean, Jacobs has the most value, and then I trade him. Jacobs, and then I trade him. I mean, Cook is up there too, but I don't really want either Jacobs or Cook this year at their value. So I would keep Jacobs, then trade him, or try and trade him. I mean, as much as I want to keep Mahomes, you can draft him back. And if you can't trade Jacobs high, then I mean, you just keep him and hope he stays healthy. And he could. I mean, he could have a good year. Matter of. I'm on the clock. Neighbors or Nico. I don't, bro. This is such a tough call. This is the Mixon conversation. Neighbors is the number one player potentially at the wide receiver position on and off all year until he has surgery. If he doesn't have surgery, then you could win a league off of Neighbors. Neighbors will play, quite arguably, as stated up above on this board, and it's been up there all offseason, wide receiver 1. He probably is the wide receiver 1 in the league, a calendar year from today, 2 years from today, 5 years from today. But it's just really hard. He took Neighbors. Yeah, it's just really hard to say, like, what happens if Dart is the guy and there's playoff hopes at least. I mean, maybe they're minuscule hopes all the way to like week 16, 17, and then he stays on the field. But and they're not going to make the playoffs, but if the hope is there, maybe he stays on the field. And the problem is he needs surgery. He has to have surgery. He has to. This is not a maybe he needs it, maybe he won't. He has to. So if they're out of the playoff hunt, and Russell Wilson's, Dart is good. We'll see what Dart does, but he's still young. He still can make mistakes. He can still play well and lose. I just don't know at what point, it's very possible that Neighbors is the best receiver in the league. And then in week 14, he has surgery and is out for the year. His toe will not get better.
Trade him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You draft.
Sell him high.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of opportunity at some point to jump off the train and not really get scaped. So you just keep your eyes open, bro. Be vigilant about trades and just realize you have, at least right now, a top 3 wide receiver every game he plays. So don't feel bad about drafting him. It's just there's risk involved. I just wouldn't draft him. My advice is the same as it's been the last couple months. Draft him sparingly, but make sure you have a share because he's going to be unbelievable. But $20 hauler from my boy Charlie. Charlie,
Alert.
Appreciate you.
Super chat alert.
Okay, Travis Hunter question. PPR, one PPR overall rank is 54. DB rank is 1. IDP rank is 1. So overall rank 54 doesn't sound like he's being projected for as many points as on other platforms where he's cheat code like. 54 overall is not a high rank, and that's projection, not ranking, right? I want to make sure we're clear. The fact that he's not projected to be like top 10 overall is wild to me. You didn't give me the wide receiver rank though. That's the number one thing I needed from you, Charlie. Can you look at that? I'll look for your message. I've got Charlie filtered here, so you don't have to necessarily super chat it. And you can if you want, but I've got Charlie filtered here so I can see a response. I need to know what he ranks for all wide receivers. That's one of the most important ranks. Tell me that real quickly, and then I'll set this aside, and I'll help you in 1 second with that once you reply. Charlie, appreciate you. Charlie's the man. Traded Harvey and Metcalf for Brees and Garrett and redraft. I don't know that the gap between Garrett Wilson and DK is going to be that crazy. I'd almost rather have Harvey, but that doesn't mean you made a bad trade. I'm like literally thinking about it, so it's not something that's crazy. Tatered with the $20 hauler and then an additional super chat right here on top of it. Thank you, Tatered, for the 20 wad.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Tatered, you're the man, bro. Travis Hunter question. Oh no. Okay. Also, I forgot I have Warren at tight end. You may still be getting to it. Take a lap, but gave you a $20 hauler. Yes, sir. Okay, so Tyler Warren, rate my 10-man PPR, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Josh Allen, Bucky, Bajan, MHJ, Hunter, Henderson, Bench, Harvey, JCM, Charbonnet. You got Tyler Warren, as you said. Great team. Took Bijan at 1. Would this team be better if I took Chase instead? Don't worry about the past really anyway. But your team, Bucky, Bajan, MHJ, Hunter, Henderson. No, I don't necessarily think so. I mean, you got Harvey on the bench, but you still got trade value, trade bait. I'm probably you got a Buka Debo. I'm probably letting this team I'm trying to get rid of MHJ now, or Debo now, or Buka if the price was right, or JCM if the price is right. But I'm certainly not selling these guys low. So at the end of the day, I would explore trade opportunities. It's a 10-man league, which means the waiver wire is pretty nice too. I don't think your team would have been necessarily better going Jamar Chase. I just think it's balanced really nicely. You've got so much depth. You're just going to have to let this play out a little bit, and then from there, you'll have opportunities to trade. Ibuka, Debo, both will go up in value. Charbonnet becomes maybe a league winner. JCM, could become huge. Harvey, such a good trade piece. MHJ, like, could you trade Harvey and MHJ right now for Lamb, Jamar Chase? I mean, Harvey and MHJ might get you that later. It might not get you that now, and you might not even want to trade it later. But that's probably what you're looking to do. So hang tight, Tater. Don't worry about it. Your team's so good. This value, your surplus in talent's only going to increase as you wait. So do not overreact and try and get rid of it. Let me see if Charlie answered. Charlie.
Yeah, he did.
14 overall wide receiver. Okay, so 14 overall wide receiver between Ladd and Rashee Rice. So his defensive scoring isn't. So it does. You know what it sounds to me? That you're not getting overlapping scoring. You're either starting him as a wide receiver and he gets wide receiver points, or you're starting him as a DB and he gets DB. Or maybe if he's a DB, he's getting wide receiver points. I don't know. This doesn't make sense. Why he'd only be wide receiver 14. And I asked this question to everybody that asked me Travis Hunter advice because the projections are telling you something. In a league where he's getting everything, he's going like number 1 overall, bro. He's going number 5, number 9.
Is it maybe if you put him in the IDP, he gets both, but if you put him at wide receiver, he doesn't get
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like when he's a wide receiver, he's not getting his defensive points. It sounds like something's weird about your league. This is why I asked the question, because there's no, for me to assume and give you this, yeah, he's a cheat code, he wins your league, and your scoring doesn't account for that, then you screw up. This is weird. I will say that, like, it still makes him extremely valuable to be the number 1 IDP player. But for him to rank number 4 overall in scoring makes me feel like this scoring is not like everyone else's Travis Hunter scoring. That would be my conclusion, Charlie, but I can't really be certain. And your commissioner might flip a switch later and, like, after the draft, be like, I didn't adjust the scoring for Travis Hunter yet. You could be like, what? So you almost have to ask him, and that sucks because you're alerting him that you like him. But is that the real scoring? Because if he's only ranking 54 overall, then he's not a cheat code in your particular league, Charlie. He's still good, but he's not cheat code, necessarily worthy. Your scoring's not giving everything that he should be getting. On the clock again, Charlie, I wish I could answer it better than that. Also, yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder. Charlie, can you do one more thing for me? Can you search for under IDP when he ranks 1? What's his total projected point look like? And then sort by wide receiver only. What's his total projected point look like? Total fantasy points. Is for any reason would it be different? Just let me know on that. But even so, it shouldn't be, because overall he's still ranking 54. That's accounting for him being an IDP player. I just think your scoring's jacked up. He's not giving him that overlap, at least to the degree that other leagues are, because he would not rank 54. On the clock again, London or AJB or Achan. London probably the safest. I like Achan, bro. Who did he take? He took Neighbors. I'd probably go Achan.
Neighbors, yeah.
I'd go Achan. I'm not worried. I mean, make sure you're okay with the risk. The risk level to me is not that great, but anything can happen, man. I mean, any injury could arise, but I'd take Achane. I'd take Bucky if he's available, but the Triple H at and Associates is amazing. Thank you. In my current draft, I drafted Jamar Chase, Hampton, Hendy, Hall, Harvey, Rice, and Debo. Ray G, that's awesome, bro. That's freaking amazing. Let me get to the phone calls real quick, guys. Let me just throw these super chats on screen, and then I'll answer them in a second. Let me just blast through the phone line. Oh, here's Tater with this additional 20. Or is this the original question? I think that's the same one. Bijan, Bucky, Hunter, Henderson. Yeah, I took Bijan at 1. Okay, I answered that one already. Thank you, Tater, for that super chat, my boy. And then Tater said...
Tater just became a member, too.
Who did?
Got a membership.
Tater.
Tater.
Thank you, pal. Tater sandwich. Let me answer these real quick, and then all of them will be gone. Do you value Keon Coleman over Shaheed and Mims? I like Mims over Coleman a little bit, but it goes back and forth for me. I like Coleman. I'm just not sure what to make of his relationship with Josh Allen right now. If it ends up progressing, then Coleman could be a real big sleeper candidate. I like him a lot. He's a big, huge target, man. Guy's like 6'4/6'5", and he's just a big body out there, and he can jump over anybody. He really can.
Mims was gone. So I actually took Coleman the inches in the Marshall draft.
Yeah.
I would have taken Mims over both.
League does get points for kick returns. Reed does. Okay. I guess use projections to your advantage, Charles T. If the projections are telling you that Reed's going to outscore him by quite a bit because of the scoring format, then I would probably go in that direction then. Use the kick returns kicks too, doesn't he? Yeah, you're gonna have to look at the projections on that, and I guess we gotta do a little research on projected return usage for him, I suppose. But I would use the projections to help guide you there. Scattaboo or JCM in Dynasty rookie draft, JCM probably, but Scat could definitely climb back into that whole position there between the two. Certainly could. I'm not going to sit here and laugh and go, yeah, JCM. I mean, Scat's still a force to be reckoned with, but right now, JCM's a starter. 10-man PPR, I'm targeting Gibbs, Hampton, and Chase Brown. An elite QB, then fourth, Pearsall, and a Mecca in 5'6". Should I take better wide receivers early? Pearsall. Why would you take Pearsall in round 4? Are you a Niner fan? Luca, no. Is that right? Then fourth, Pearsall. No. I like Pearsall. I have to cut him down to size because people keep doing this. It's not. I don't hate Pearsall. I don't hate him, but come on, we can't be taking him in the 4th round. I like Gibbs, Hampton, or Chase Brown. So Hampton. I like Chase Brown over Hampton, too, in the 2nd round. So Gibbs and Chase Brown. Gibbs and Bucky. Gibbs and Achane. Hampton's more of a 3rd round pick, and a great one. And late 2nd, if it's the 2-3 turn where it doesn't really even matter. It's kind of a 3rd rounder. Pearsall way early. You're going a little early on that. And Mecca Buka 5'6", I'm fine with that. Should I take a better wide receiver early like JSN in the 3rd? Definitely consider one over Pearsall in the 4th. I think MHJ... JSN or Garrett Wilson will be there in round 4 for you instead of Pearsall. That's what I would do instead of the other option. All right, hold on one second. Let me just get to these calls real quick. Rock out, you're live. Then I'm going to go over the 253 caller. The other one hung up, and then Gavin would be after that. Gavin, I'm sorry. Please wait. I'll be right with you. Go ahead, rock out.
Yeah, people are hardcore sniping me left and right. Probably the worst team in the whole thing.
I don't think you have the worst team in the whole thing, but yeah, sniping is hard. You and I were sniping each other on the Jaguar backfield because you wanted to get it and I wanted to get it, and you took ETN and I took Bigsby, and then we're both. And I'm looking at you going, "Are you going to take Tootin here?" I certainly wasn't sure what was going to happen at the turn, but when it came to me, my pick, I was sitting there going, "Well, the best player available is still tooting, even though he's ranking low. I mean, I kind of had to take it. I'm sorry if that sniped you. What's your team? What's your team? Rock out. You got the. Are you the same?
Number 9.
You're the 9 team, so you're the neighbors team. Yeah, neighbors, Nico, Hertz. Well, where you maybe went wrong if you're not liking your team is it's always dangerous to go wide receiver, quarterback in an environment where everyone's going to be taking players early, because you're not only chasing running back already, but then going early quarterback to boot is going to be like just put you behind. So I think trying
after the show, I'd be willing to trade the Charbonnet.
I'm sorry, we said what?
I said for Rocco to message me after the show, because I might be willing to trade him Charbonnet against Walker. I don't know if he has any interest in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your people can see his people.
Right.
Rock out. Is there any trade we can do live on the air? How about this, Rock out? How about this? I've got it. You ready?
We got
JCM, Tootin, and Bigsby for Debo.
You said JCM and who?
Tootin and Bigsby for Debo. That gives you the bona fide Liam Cohen running back no matter what. Gives you JCM. Look at that thunder.
Made him go silent.
I know. I've never heard Rock out so quiet before.
Speechless.
I think I'll probably pass on that one.
All right. I tried to give you the running back store. I mean, think about it, Rock out. Bigsby or Tootin or record Krosky Merritt. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'd be hurting at RB.
It's tough, but I think I'll stay put for now on that one.
You're done.
All right, I tried. The only thing I could say, if I could come up with something else real quickly, I would say it's a good deal, says Bleeko. What do you guys think on that? Honestly, JCM and Bigsby is kind of nice, says Fire. Bigsby could be great. I mean, these are all positive comments for the trade for you, Ruckout. But I would say, trust your gut.
I'm not going to weigh in.
You're not going
to. I have stock in it. Well, I have stock in it. So.
I can't think of. That's a pretty solid offer, in my opinion. I mean, think about the fact that Debo went early. Well, no, he went about right. So 6th round, Krosky, Merritt, Bigsby, Tootin. I mean, that, or I'll give you something for ETN maybe, but I don't know. I'm taking that deal all day long, says Kurt. Kurt, on which side? I assume you mean Rock outside. Krosky, Merritt. Krosky, Merritt could be better than Debo. I'm giving you Bigsby and Tootin. Tootin could be a top 10 running back. Could be the Bucky Irving. Maybe I'm giving up too much. Casey says I'm all in on Bigsby. What would my team even look like here? I mean, could I even? Maybe I just hold. What do you want for ETN, Rockout?
I'll do it for Bill.
Yeah, that's not happening.
What if I had Burden?
That's not happening. I think Bill's probably, in my opinion, worth all three of the Jacksonville backfield. Like, if you had it all, I like Debo, though. But honestly, looking at this, I don't even know it'd be smart for me to do. Yeah. But I'm going to move on from it anyway. Just because, I can't even use... I need those running backs more than anything. I got JJ, Rush. I mean, the thing is, Rashee Rice is missing time, so Debo would get starts. But when Rashee Rice is back, I got Worthy and Ibuka. So it'd be a depth piece for me. And then I'd be hurting an RB. I'd be backed up pretty good, but then I would lose all my running back depth. But I like Debo a lot, but maybe not that much.
Yeah, I want at least one good piece if Neighbors is out or something.
SPC, appreciate your super chat. Says I'm at the 1.2 planning on going Bijan, Hampton, Hendy, Harvey if I can, and then go from there. Is that crazy? So Bijan, Robinson, Hampton, Hendy, Harvey. No, just be careful you don't take Harvey in 4 if you can get him in 5. You can go in 5 a lot, but you're not crazy for wanting Hampton, Hendy, and Bijan at 1. Picks 1, 3. So I don't mind that at all. And then got pick 3 and a 6 and 6 in my 2 drafts today. Advice. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Genty at 6 if, let's say, no Lamb or Gibbs fall. And then at 3, I'm taking probably Bijan or, Gibbs if available. But if you think you're going to get Bucky or somebody great later at running back, then I would go Lamb. So chase Lamb if it's that kind of environment. And if running backs get hogged up, I'm going Bijan or Gibbs, whoever falls. And then if, obviously if they both went 1-2, then obviously Jamar Chase if he was there. All right, let me hit it.
Smitty,
Yeah.
what do you think about the Browns running back room since got both of the 2 running backs except for not as a trade but overall as a tandem, the running backs I got?
Your running backs, who do you have? You have Samson and who?
And 4.
Yeah, I mean you're pretty decent. The only thing is you won't know who's starting and what the rotation looks like for a while, because it does feel like they're going to be rotating there until they get a feel for it. And then Judkins comes back, and if he does, and then he crowds it up a little bit. So not sure what it's going to mean and when. But I love Samson the most. I think he's super uber talented. I've always liked him more than Judkins. I've made that abundantly clear. But it is the Browns, so it's hard to know. And they could be a good team, better than people think, and then they could also just be very disappointing Browns football and make the wrong quarterback decisions, and it just be a mess. So it's hard to say. But I do like Dylan Sampson a lot. He's got lots of upside. He's just kind of like kind of a let's hope it all plays out versus something you can count on a week 1. All right, hold on 1 second, Rock Out. Let me get over to this other caller here, 253, and then over to Gavin. 253, you're live. What's your name and where are you calling from, 253?
Smitty, what's up, man? It's Mondo calling from Tacoma, Washington, 253.
What's up? What can I do for you, pal?
What's up, buddy? I'm trying to see, I got the 10th pick tonight in a 10-man league, and I'm trying to see, would I be reaching to grab supernovas opposed to who's on the board?
You give me the list of players. That's very vague.
Okay, vague. So I'm thinking, would it be too early if I grabbed Ashton Genty and then maybe grab Travion Henderson right behind at the 2-1? Is that reaching too high just to grab my guys?
Travion Henderson at the 2.1? Come on, man.
Yeah. That's too high?
What do you think?
Okay. Well, I mean, I want to grab the guys that you got on the Supernova board. I want to grab the Kingsmen.
I know, but I mean, that's the highest I've ever heard of him going. That would be insane, man. You're buying with no chance of slow unveiling. I mean,
yeah,
we got to be careful, bro. I know you may not get him in that league, but is this the only league you have? I mean, aren't there other leagues where you could draft them? Can't you start another one? Go to the local nursing home and start handing out flyers. I mean, you can't just be taking Henderson at 2.1, bro. You get laughed out of the building. Doesn't matter how he finishes. He's got to be what we think he is for you to break even. You know, like that is not how you draft. That is drafting 101 in reverse.
Yeah, well, maybe well, how about this? Would it be too much to say go in, say, Bucky and maybe Chase Brown or Kyron there at the
no, I mean,
10
look,
and then 2-1?
Kyron's a little early there too, but Chase Brown, no. And I think Kyron's worth it, but you know, Chase Brown at 2.1 is understandable. It's still a little early. I think Bucky's perfect there. Achan's perfect there. I mean, what are you so afraid of going like Genty and Bucky or Genty and BTJ or BTJ and Achan? Like, why are we straying so far away from ADP?
Well, I just really want to go running back. I want to go running back heavy.
Well, hopefully Genty's there. If not, then Bucky Achan will probably be there. If not, then Bucky Chase Brown's okay. If you wanted to do that. But Kyron's all right, I guess, as well. But Hendy, you got to try and let him fall, bro.
And so you're still pretty high then on Achan?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. You could be number one running back, really. I mean, I know people are freaking out, but it's all manufactured freaking out, bro. No one knows anything. Like, his head coach said he's fine. It's maintenance. They're just being cautious. And everyone is all of a sudden projecting doomsday, and everybody's just taking that and projecting doomsday off of that. I mean, what have you really heard, or what do you know? The answer is no, nothing that suggests he's missing any time, because a CBS guy said he's going to be out week 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I'm not saying there isn't risk, but it's not because anybody knows anything. We're either being lied to, which could be the case, but that has nothing to do with the projections that people have about him missing time. Like, these people don't know what they're saying.
Valid.
But would I rather have Genty Bucky? Absolutely. Do it live. Just get Bucky or Genty with one of those picks, bro, and then just take the best player available. You're trying to force a position. Don't force a position. You got to take BTJ, you take BTJ. You take Nico, you take Nico. You know, you want running back, too bad. You'll get Harvey, you'll get Hampton, you'll be able to consume running back. You know what you risk if you end up going RB? Sometimes you risk the fact that when you get to these Hamptons and Hendys and Harveys and they fall, you're like, damn it, I've already went RB and I want to go RB again. So, you know, go balance if you can, because then you can do whatever the hell you want in the 3rd and 4th round without any regret.
So if I went running back and then a wide receiver, would I maybe want to grab Drake London maybe over BTJ?
I love Drake London. Yes, that's fine. London's
perfect. All right, smooth.
All right, man. Got to go later. I mean, some people just want to have a set thing, and I get it, but you got to be more flexible. 12-team 1.8 rate in order: Genty, Nico, London, BTJ. Give me Genty. London and BTJ are tied, but give me London. And then BTJ, then Nico. But I could argue Nico and BTJ too. I could argue London, BTJ, and Nico all day. The only person that's for sure above would be Genty for me, because Genty I'd take number 5 overall. Wifey asking me to ask you, full PPR keeper question: Jacoby with the 13th or T. Higgins with the 5th? I don't love T. Higgins. That value is okay, though. It's not like you're keeping him in the 3 or 4, but I don't know. Part of me wonders if you're on the clock in the 5th round and you're like, damn it, I wish I could take this player over T. Higgins. You know? So, I don't know. I guess Jacoby in the 13th, I don't know if I even want that. That's okay. But are you going to be in the 13th round and saying, I want this guy over Jacoby? I don't know. I don't like those keeper options. I'll let you break the bad news, but it doesn't mean that you can't still win your league and smash the draft. But I just don't know if I love T. Higgins at 5. It's not bad value, but I just don't love it. I don't know. I guess Jacoby or nothing and just get all your picks. But does anybody disagree in the chat? T. Higgins in 5. He goes in the 3-4 turn, so I know people are going to say they love him in 5, but I don't know. I look at the 5th round and I see Harvey. I look at the 5th round and I see Garrett Wilson sometimes falling. I look at the 5th round and I see a quarterback like Burrow that shouldn't be there, or something wild like that. So I just, that's why for me, I'd rather be flexible there. I don't think you're going to regret. I mean, not that it's not good value or could pay off evenly. I just rather have the 5th round pick. Unless I don't know something and the 5th round is going to be a lot thinner because it's a keeper league, and that's possible, but I don't know. Do you think Chase or Gibbs can finish? Thank you for the question, by the way. As the number 1 again? Yeah, they could. I don't think that just because history says it's hard, it can't happen. Also, can you explain how Genty top 5? My friends are brainwashing me. They're telling you that the Raiders were bad last year, and that's last year. Your friends are looking in the past, and you're looking to the future. Geno Thornton Jr., who I told you about all offseason, looks really good right now. Bowers.
But they don't like any rookies.
Yeah.
They're afraid of rookies.
Yeah, bro. Genty, I mean, what else do you need me to tell you then? He had 29 rushing touchdowns last year. That's the best prospect to come out of college at the running back position since Barry Sanders. That is going to steamroll and truck people all game long. Could be not only rookie of the year, but lead the league in rushing as a rookie. So I mean, there's not much to convince when you actually look at football, because he's an unbelievable player. 1,400 yards rushing, 12 plus rushing touchdowns, 3 to 4 receiving touchdowns, 350 to 400 receiving yards, 50 plus receptions. That trumps almost any player in the league. After Bijan and Gibbs and Jamar Chase and maybe a Lamb. And this one right here, Skyward, appreciate you. 0.5 PPR, 12-man, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Keep Pearsall with my 14th rounder, or JJ McCarthy with my 12th rounder. 2 QB or 1? I don't see it anywhere. PPR, 12-man, 2 running back. Okay, I'm going to assume 1 QB because I don't see Superflex. I'm not keeping McCarthy. Give me Pearsall. And not to mention, Pearsall's good value there. I like Pearsall. I don't love Pearsall. I like him a lot. I don't love him. Liking a player and then understanding that at 14th round value, you could trade him for so much, bro. You might get Travis Hunter straight up after the draft, because you could say, hey, I'll give you Pretty Ricky with the 14th round keeper value for next year. People will buy that. That is definitely not something that you shy away from. That is fantastic keeper value. That's how you know if I like Pretty Ricky. When people say things like, Smitty, you don't like Pretty Ricky, that's fantastic value. That's a totally different conversation. All right, Gavin, you're live, and then over to, I believe, Mark Cleveland called, and then I think no, that wasn't Mark Cleveland. That's great. Yeah, that's Cleveland, Mark Cleveland. Cleveland, hang tight real quickly. Go ahead, Gavin, real quickly, and then over to Mark Cleveland.
Okay. I saw that Najee could maybe play week 1. Do you think that he can take away from Hampton's role at all, or limit him at all?
Well, let me ask you a question. Let's do a test. Cover one of your eyes, okay? Yeah. And then, do you have anything like you can nothing that'll break, but like a pen or anything? Yeah, cover one of your eyes. Throw the pen up really high and try and catch it. Tell me if you do. Tell me if you get it. Be honest with me.
I didn't catch it.
You did?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Next question, Gavin.
Oh, okay. Well, that was all. I was just wondering about him.
Yeah. I mean, I think
for week 1.
Yeah, Najee will be there for week 1, but it's a matter of like Hampton's so far ahead, just so far ahead that you got to remember, even though Najee comes with veteran leadership, they're both walking in and learning the system together, and one of them played with fireworks, and he's now out of the picture and has been, and the other one's been progressing, and he was, the draft capital running back. He's the future. He's already been put into his starting role. And then now what, you're going to pull him back just because what? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to... Everybody needs a backup, my boy. He is a backup. Najee's a backup running back. And I appreciate your honesty about catching the pen. Yes, real quickly.
In my Dynasty rookie draft, I got Hampton, Hendy, and Harvey.
Smart man. Smart man.
Okay, thank you.
Well, what's the question? You said, what's the question? Did you smash it? Is that what you want to know?
Yeah.
You lambasted it.
Good.
Hendy, you got, I mean, you were Triple H and Associating.
Jam. Call HHH and Associates.
You said
Triple
Hendy,
H
Harvey,
Associates.
and Hampton?
Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
That's 3/4 of the Four Horsemen, my boy. I mean, that's
What's the Four Horsemen?
The Four Horsemen is Genty, Hampton, Hendy, and Harvey.
Oh.
It's hard. It's a national treasure. It's really hard to get. But you found three of the Infinity Stones of the four. I mean, that's a great job, bro.
All right.
All right, Gavin, call back if you got another one. We'll see you later, pal.
Okay.
He seems a little down right now. I don't know why Gavin's seen, like, I felt like there's a lot of good news I give him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mark Cleveland, you are live, young man. The man from the 2 spot in the draft tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was calling about Hampton too. Felt like I was reaching a little bit at 211, but I kind of liked him over Cook and Jonathan Taylor right there.
I don't disagree with you, and
I like that.
Yeah, I don't think you made a mistake. You didn't. You had to do what you got to do. I think that if there was anybody, that I would have contemplated over that pick, it would have been McBride, who you took anyway. It would have been maybe, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's probably what I would have done. I don't think I would have taken a different player.
Yeah, I was debating McBride and Garrett Wilson right there.
Yeah, I could understand that.
3.2.
I could understand that. I think if you had done that, then you could have maybe went. Yeah, like would I rather?
It would have been.
What, Travis?
I was just gonna say it would have been a lot lighter at running back. We would end up like Cuba or Harvey.
What I would have done if I was you, Mark, if just in retrospect, like, you got McBride is freaking fantastic. It's fine. I will probably say what I would have done, not that it would have been right necessarily, is gone a wide receiver there, and then I would have gone Ingram later if I was in a draft, and that would have been great. But I mean, honestly, bro, you could argue McBride versus Ingram, or McBride versus the player that you got, where Ingram would go is better than going Garrett Wilson and Ingram. I mean, you could argue that. I would just think that's maybe what I would have done. Reason I would have done it is because we're in a snipe environment, and doing anything in balance is kind of tough. But you pulled it off pretty good. I mean, with Warren, Tyreek Hill, I think your team lives and dies by Tyreek Hill. J-Mo a little bit too. But if Tyreek Hill is a top 5 to 10 wide receiver, you could win this whole thing. If he's not, then it might be a little tough sledding at wide receiver. But that's a gamble you are willing to take, and you must like Tyreek Hill, and that's fine.
I wasn't planning on taking Tyreek Hill. He just failed so far. I had to take him.
Yeah, it did feel like that, I'm sure. What else you got, Mark?
All of our
Just a
teams
real
had
sharp
a
draft.
spot like that. Yeah, we all had a spot where we we had to make a decision like that on Hampton and take someone like Tyreek that we didn't necessarily expect to take. That happens in drafts.
The only player I kind of like, looking back, wonder if I could have done something different would have been Worthy. But Worthy and Rice together made sense to me. I really liked it. Hey, Travis, now that I got Michael Penix Jr., are you interested in Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, and Penix Jr., and maybe something else for Mahomes?
Potentially. I was looking at that, maybe. I'd have to think about something else and who I'd cut and stuff like that.
Yeah, who else do I have to give you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Mahomes too.
Let's see. What would I
Means
get?
your sale. Send your best.
What about man? Chat, what do you think? Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Penix Jr. for Mahomes. Like, what does everybody think about that? And then second of all, I mean, I could give you Penix and Kyler. I don't know who your backup quarterback is. That's a lot.
I have one right now.
That's a lot of value. Kyler Murray and Penix Jr. and Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt for Mahomes.
Yeah, probably not. There might be something there. I have to look at it.
Bigsby, Tootin. I don't know. Might be a little much.
I was gonna say I'd probably have to get like a Bigsby as well or something like that, maybe.
What if you let me
Along
keep
those lines.
one? Let me keep one of them, and I give you one of them, and we do Penix Jr. Your choice. I'll let you choose Bigsby or Tootin, and Krosky Merritt for Mahomes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You know how I am with trades. I look them over.
He is
Deliberate.
definitely a little more slow moving on the trade front, but he's calculated. What's everybody think of that? And which running back? Which running back would you want? So Mahomes for Penix Jr. His choice of whichever running back he wants of Tootin or Bigsby, and he gets Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So mute yourself real quickly, Johnny, please. What do you guys think? How is it? There's a few people that think I'm trying to like snake oil them. That's a damn good deal. That's a damn good.
What they're underestimating the value or potential value of JCM and Big is what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't understand how
I like them a lot.
How is JCM and Bigsby or Tootin, whichever one he chooses, not arguable? Casey says, sounds good. JCM might be amazing. I don't know, bro. There's always some trolls, says Vader. Love, Bill. JCM is unproven. Bill is hard to trade. I don't think Bill's hard to trade at all. People want Bill. People are drafting Bill so high. I don't think that's accurate. Okay. Well, Travis, you think about it. That offers pretty much available to you, I think.
Yeah. The only thing I have to think about is whether I want to come off of Mahomes or not. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I love Penix, so.
I might even be able to give you Kyler and Penix Jr. and Bigsby and JCM. Just because I got Trevor Lawrence, so I'm fine. I'm fine doing that. That gives you some security there, and being afraid of going off. And what if Penix doesn't do it or whatever? That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, let me write that out just so everybody understands what in the hell this trade is. Some of you are acting crazy about this being not being an even balanced trade. This is quite an offer. JCM, Kyler, Penix, and Bigsby. It sounds like he wants. Either way, though, on that for Mahomes.
The only issue I have there, like, I'm very tempted to do that. I have to drop 3 guys.
Well, let me look at your team and then
I have
see
to
if I
decide. Either that or I have to make another trade before I do that. So,
well,
if I knew I was getting something like that, I'd be even more willing to trade Rock out of Charbonnet or something like that too. So,
I mean, do we
want to trade? Send me off.
Do we really think that Javonte, Keon Coleman, Shaheed or injured Likely, who you could probably, can you put Likely on IR right now?
I thought I took him because I thought I could. I can't.
Okay. So in my opinion, and this isn't just me trying to get a deal done, I could easily choose Likely, Shaheed, Coleman, Javante, pick 3 out of those guys to potentially.
Yeah.
Not to mention, even though I like Cam Little, you could drop him and then buy time, but
yeah, I'll definitely think about this game. I'm tempted to do that because Tyler and Penix together, it should be fine.
You want me to offer it?
Hold on a minute. I'm thinking about maybe making a trade with Allen, my quarterback, Josh Allen.
Okay, what's the offer?
I kind of like what you're proposing for Mahomes, and but my dilemma is who do I drop, and we might have to do a little more finagling, maybe some other players.
Well, if you think all of a sudden you're going to squeeze in here, I like what you're offering, but let's put Rice in there. Like, then you don't like what I'm offering.
No, I'm saying how do I work that out? I'm saying how do I work that out is how, if that's a lot of players for one guy. So
okay, well, let me propose the trade to you. Let me propose the trade to you. Oh, damn, my phone line just broke. Try calling back in Johnny. Try calling back in Travis. Let me send this trade. Travis, you got the ability to do this now. You might want to do this before Johnny and I make a trade. Travis doesn't really care though. He does what he definitely is, like you said, deliberate. But I think I'm offering Travis a good trade. I think everybody's. All right, here we go. Johnny, call back in, Johnny. Penix, Kyler. All right, mute yourself real quickly, caller. Hold on, let me mute yourself real quick. I don't know who I'm adding right now, but just hold on 1 second. Rock out. Actually, I think it's just Johnny, Rock out, and Travis that just got back on the line. Okay. Yeah. All right. Johnny, I'm offering you Penix Jr., Kyler, Krosky, Merritt, and Bigsby. Or Josh Allen. Do you really need Blake Corum, bro?
No.
Okay. Do you really need Kincaid and Ferguson? And you could just drop Bates or your Texans defense now and figure something else out, to be honest. That'd be a pretty easy trade, actually.
I'd still have to drop somebody though and pick somebody up. That would be the issue.
Maybe, but you'd have time to buy on a trade if you want to step in and get a deal done right now instead of having it slip through your fingertips. Not to mention, you wouldn't need Fields anymore necessarily, so you could trade him or cut him. Keep it until week 1 and try and trade Fields to somebody because you'd have Penix and Kyler Murray.
Let me see here. Let me think this through, and then I'll call back in, so I'm not holding anything up.
But no, we got to do this live, Johnny, because I got 2 offers sitting here, and you interrupted Travis, and he was in the middle of trying to do a deal, and now you want to talk about it tomorrow. What happened to doing stuff on the fly?
I haven't figured out who I would drop, and that would take me a minute.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
You'd have to give. I'm a slow processor for.
All right, send me the offer once you have it figured out. And my guesstimation is Corum will be one of them, and you need 2 more. And the 2 worst players on your team are between Kincaid, Ferguson, Texans defense, and Bates. So you'll probably be like, I would imagine Bates or Texans with the tight end that you don't necessarily need. Or you just drop Fields. All right. Johnny?
Yeah, I'll think it through and I'll get back to you.
All right, bye. Travis, you want to step in and for Johnny?
If you're getting Allen for that, I wouldn't even talk to me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if hold on, let me get Red in here. Red, hang tight, mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you. I mean, to be honest with you, I still want Mahomes, so maybe you and I do a deal here. I'm waiting for Johnny. I don't know if Johnny. He says he wanted to do it, and then he wanted to call me back.
Yeah, I don't know. Johnny, I like Josh Allen too. We lost one.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Honestly, his drops are not that hard. He's got Blake Corum. And he could honestly figure, I mean, you really need 3 QBs. He probably doesn't. He could drop Fields. Kyler and Penix Jr. are better than Fields anyway. I like Fields, but I mean, I just think, you could keep Fields if you want, go 3 QBs and then go Kincaid or Ferguson. Or honestly, I have no kicker in D right now either. I don't care. We got plenty of time to make trades and potentially make cuts, but I don't know. It doesn't affect me. Corum is an easy drop because he's not even, in my opinion.
I have Kyron, and I took Jarquez in the last round because, I mean, I know Corn might technically have it right now, but if you look at what Jarquez was doing in the preseason, he was just smoking Corn.
Let me get these super chats out real quickly. Hang tight, guys. $10 holler from T Wad. Just finished my draft. 10 man. Kyler, Genty, Hampton, Neighbors, Terry, Pickens, McBride, Rome, Mabuka. Good squad here. Benson's good trade value, but you let it simmer. I was able to trade him, but I think that most people will want to wait on that. Ollie Gordon, wait on that. Definitely want to wait on Ollie Gordon. It's going to be good value. JCM. Mason, Buka's going to explode in value. Pickens, explode in value. McBride, love it. Scary Terry, I think I might try and get out of the Scary Terry game just because I think he can get injured. The holdout. But, man, what a good team. If you could upgrade Scary Terry using, JCM, using Mason, using Benson, Ollie Gordon. But, again, you might have to wait on that. You just might want to wait. Where's Johnny? Johnny, how long does it take to figure out whether you're going to cut Kincaid or Ferguson? or, I mean, you got so much time to make a trade to free up a spot. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, Johnny. You'll figure it out. Maybe we can turn on auto trade for Johnny so his team can auto trade without him get auto drafted. 5 to 6 bench room. When do you draft a defense and kicker? Last couple rounds. Sometimes I'll go one round, the third to last round if there's a defense I want or something like the Eagles or whatever. But the last 2 rounds. And usually I don't draft any. In this draft, I didn't draft a kicker or a D because I just rather consume other players and wait till the last second. Does Ibuka become wide receiver 1 in Tampa? Yes. By the end of the year, he will be the wide receiver 1, if not by midseason. And that's not to say I don't love Mike Evans, but he's getting older, and Ibuka, I believe, is an elite player. Please rate K9, Hendy, Hubbard, Monty, Pacheco, Harvey. I'm going to say Hendy, Harvey, Hubbard, then K9, then Monty, Pacheco, or Pacheco, Monty. Now, I do have K9, from a physical skill perspective, ahead of Hubbard, but he just can't stay healthy, and, man, he might get his job taken, Thomas, so... That's how I'd rank it, but Hendy by a mile, Harvey right up there. Harvey's a monster. Who dat? Lolo, appreciate you with the super chat. Smitty, let me know what you think. 12-man, 0.5, JD5, BTJ, Rice, Genty, Hendy. Love it. Ibuka, Loveland, Bench, Scat, Addison. Love it. Don't touch it. Let it simmer. Addison might get you something. Scat might later. Ray Davis might later. Tootin might later. Very good squad. Don't want you changing anything out. Love the entire lineup. I even like Loveland in that scenario where you drafted everything really, really strongly. Gregory, appreciate you with the super chat here. Dak, Nico, BTJ, Rice, Wilson, Egbuka, Hampton, Henderson, Aaron Jones, Tracy, Reed. How'd I do? Who am I starting? Who do I trade? Half PPR 10-man. Dak, Nico, BTJ, Rice. Love the team. Who are you starting? I mean, Dak, Nico, BTJ, Rice. So I mean, I don't know what your lineup requirements are. I would say you can't sit Rice and BTJ and Nico when they're playing. And if you can go one more wide receiver between Egbuka and Garrett Wilson, I might go Egbuka. Hampton, Henderson are your two RBs. That's easy. But if you can start Wilson and Egbuka, that's ideal. If you can only start one, I guess I go Egbuka, but that could go 100 different ways. Do I try and trade Aaron Jones and like Garrett Wilson for like one player? Maybe. I don't try and trade Hampton or Henderson. Maybe upgrade your quarterback maybe use Garrett. If you can't start Garrett Wilson because you got Egbuka, maybe you trade Garrett Wilson and Dak for like a top quarterback. But you could also keep your depth because, depth matters, man. Injury strike. That team is good enough to hold. I love it. All right, Red, what can I do for you? Red, you're live.
What's going on, brother? Good question for you.
Yes, sir.
My draft's tonight. Well, my second draft's tonight. And who do you like better? Would he smarter to go and get a running back, wide receiver, running back, or go like today in a practice draft? I got JSN instead of going for Chase Brown. Who'd you rather have in that scenario, Chase Brown or JSN?
Chase Brown or JSN? Chase Brown. I mean, Chase Brown's a second rounder. JSN's not a second rounder, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what build you have. You don't turn you can't just sprinkle pixie dust on it and make JSN a second rounder. So definitely Chase Brown. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I answered that wrong. I'm going to say third and fourth round. I got Bucky at the second, and I was at JSN or Chase Brown in the third round.
No, it doesn't matter.
Second round.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, Chase Brown's a second rounder. Yeah. So even if you're getting him in the third round, you can't be like, well, he's in the third round now.
Yeah.
He's got a third round label. So now he becomes still a second rounder. Yeah. But London, BTJ, those guys are in Chase Brown's wheelhouse. So like if I need to go wide receiver, I'm okay with that. Johnny says I have a week of my team. I can't make it work, Smitty. So Johnny calls in to interrupt the trade between Travis and I, and then it pulls out. Johnny pulls out of the trade.
all over my toes.
Cool. Just interrupts Travis. Like, no, wait a minute. I'll pull off a trade here. Let me think about it. Can't do it. Come on, Johnny. Why'd you call, Johnny?
It's the fear of missing out. People get very anxious when things happen and they hear about them.
Talk about shooting
it's a good
blanks.
lesson. You can manipulate your league with this stuff by putting guys out there or sending a message out saying, "Oh, I got offers for this guy." And
Johnny.
People lose.
Wait a minute. Johnny's calling in. He's trying to stop this from happening.
Alert. Stand down order in effect.
This trade's going through between Travis and Smitty. This trade will go through between Travis and Smitty unless anybody has something they'd like to say. Forever hold their peace. And Johnny's like, wait a minute. Okay, Johnny, if you're calling in to talk about how you're not doing the trade, I might just hit the button. And Johnny, if you're calling in to talk about how you might not do the trade, now you're interrupting the interruption of the interruption. Johnny? Talk about shooting blanks, bro.
I got excited at the shiny new toy.
Then why'd you call?
New toys, and I can't make it work. I didn't think it through, so I can't.
You didn't.
I can't drop enough people.
Yeah, you can actually.
I like my team too much.
You can. Kincaid.
I like
a kicker, and you can work out something later, and you don't need Fields at that point.
Yeah, but it's kicking the can down the road. You still have to write a check that has to be cashed.
Okay.
Eventually,
Johnny
I have
wouldn't
to
be
still
a wingman.
drop
All right,
somebody I don't wanna drop.
Johnny, got my finger over the button because we got to get back to real trades. Final offer to you. Okay, final offer. I'll throw in Tootin. I know that makes it harder for you because you got to figure out drops, but I'll throw in Tootin. I'm not doing that for yours, Travis, because it's a little bit different deal. Tootin and Bigsby. Tootin and Bigsby. You get them both.
JCM, Tootin, and Bigsby.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too weak at quarterback though after that. Possibly compared to where I'm at now.
But you called because you thought, never mind, I might not be weak at quarterback getting Kyler and Penix Jr. If I get Kyler and Penix Jr., this is gonna be good enough. I'm gonna call in the Smitty right now. Let me get that phone number. Yeah, Smitty, it's Johnny. I heard you're getting rid of. This sounds like not that big of a quarterback downgrade. All right, so final answer is no.
I screwed up.
I'm throwing in. Okay.
I screwed up.
Finish him.
All right. Bye.
Call terminated.
I'm never taking Johnny as a wingman.
Jeez,
Step in on
Johnny.
everything. Step all over your toes.
All right, Travis, I'm sorry he stepped on your toes. How is this trade looking with you? Have you examined it?
I'm not. I won't. I probably won't do it right away.
Okay.
I'll look it over.
Did Red have another follow-up question? I forget what Red said. Red just hung up, so I don't know if Red's like, screw this Mickey Mouse, stuff right here. Man, I can't believe Johnny interrupted the show twice to not do a trade. Jeez. Wait a minute. I want in on this. I've got one better. Hold over, Travis. What I'm about to say is going to eliminate you from the equation here. Smitty and I got work to do. I mean, I offered him Tootin. Well, and he said no.
I like how he said he liked the deal, but we have to tweak it.
I know.
Classic.
We'll go ahead and
slip at the end.
We're gonna go ahead and tweak this deal. All right, Johnny. How about I give you both Tootin and Bigsby? I was talking about tweaking the deal, and it still didn't get it done. Johnny. All right, rock out. What else you got? I'm gonna head out of here. For my earlier post, thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate you. Rock out. What you got? What do you got? What do you hear? What do you say? You got any trade offers for me, Rock out?
What would you be willing to do to get off of Henderson?
On your team?
That's a whole other
Rock out. The problem is, so like, let's say you sent me ETN so I could at least have a completed backfield to go with Chase Brown. What am I getting?
Yeah.
Neighbors. I mean, I can't give up Henderson for anything less than one of your top two wide receivers. And at that point, it's like, yeah, like Walker and Debo, can't do that. None of that makes sense for me. You got to understand, Debo is not even a starter for me while Rice is on the field. Because I got JJ. I've got, let me see if I can show the board here. I've got JJ. I got JJ, Garrett Wilson, or not Garrett Wilson, JJ, Rice, Worthy, and Ibuka. So yeah, I mean, I can't do anything. I think the only thing you and I could do would be something around me getting ETN from you, or me giving you Tootin and Bigsby.
What do I get for ETN?
I don't know, because I just traded Benson away. And I don't really have anything that I can give for ETN anymore. I wouldn't give you Cross Chimera for him. I wouldn't give you... Yeah, I mean, I can't. There's nothing else. I mean, all I have left is Brashard Smith and what's my full team right now? I made the trade, so I got Evan Ingram. I'm not giving you Worthy for him. I'm not giving you Ibuka for him. I'm not giving you. So all I have is Brashard Smith, Tootin, Krosky Merritt, Taj Brooks, Tank Bigsby, and Isaac Tesla. So unless you like something below my starters.
What 2 players would you be willing to get off for Collins if I decided to take a risk on that?
I don't know. Nico.
I'd be interested in Collins.
What about Nico for? I mean, I can give you like Worthy and Bigsby and Tootin for Nico. That's it.
Nico for who?
I mean, I could give you like Worthy, Bigsby, and Tootin. That way you'd have ETN, Bigsby, Tootin, and Worthy, but I can't. I mean, that I could.
No. I don't know. I guess we could try to make something. I guess later on, or if you think of something, or if I think of something. But
Worthy.
as far as right now.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I could say is like I could figure out a way to get Krosky Merritt in there too, but I don't know.
How would you get Crosby Merritt in there?
What?
How would you get Little Bill in there?
Yeah, I could put I could maybe put Little Bill in there.
For what?
Well, I'm saying Worthy, Little Bill for Nico.
Little Bill and who?
Worthy, Little Bill, and maybe one of the Jaguar guys for Nico.
It's tempting, but I think I'll stay put on that.
All right. Hey, rock out. Got to run for now. Appreciate you, my boy. Send me an offer if you got it. Later.
All right, cool.
Rock out to the moon.
Let me know about Charbonnet, rock out.
Yeah, you guys can do with the old Charbonnet. The chat.
$50 holler.
The chat. You guys are hilarious. It's hard doing trades in front of the chat, especially like in that case. You know, maybe I was. I mean, I was offering Krosky, Merritt, Worthy, Tootin, and Bigsby essentially for one player. I don't think it's that crazy, but the other one was a good deal. Jacob, appreciate watching these deals go down live, doing it live. All right, let me get all these super chats on screen.
Get the $50 holler.
Yeah. All right, Travis, send me one if you got it. I'll be checking.
All right. Thanks, Smitty. Talk to you later.
Let's see here. Okay, let's hit this these super chats and then we'll be out of here. Appreciate you all. $50 holler from Chris. Chris, appreciate you. Chris to the mother freaking moon with the $50 wad.
$50 holler. Give me $50 holler.
Chris, appreciate you, my boy. Chris says 14 team PPR co-workers obviously don't watch the show, but team is Bijan, Bucky, Harvey, Sharps, Bill, Sampson, London, Wilson, Hunt, Mims, or Hunter. Okay, Hunter. Mims, Penix Jr. Tight ends are Warren and Ingram. Nice job. Thanks to the show, I may overpay for obviously later or maybe stay. Your team's looking good, bro. Bergeron, Bucky, Harvey, Sharps, unbelievable. Bill, you got some trade value there. Maybe Bill and Wilson for an upgrade. I like Garrett Wilson a lot, but I think you can get BTJ type material. So I'm definitely past that, man. I'm just sitting on that team. It's fantastic. The running backs are great. Charbonnet will also maybe get you that upgrade value that you want later. Thank you for that $50 hauler, my boy. The man, the myth, the legend. Tight end Trey McBride, says Kevin. So this is must be with this question here. Kevin says 10-man draft. McBride's on this team. I did with a friend today. JD5, Bijan, Brees Hall, wide receivers AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Ibuka, bench Charbonnet, and then you had McBride. Fantastic team. Adding McBride to that's huge. Brees and Garrett for one player. Get Ibuka, Rice, and or AJ Brown even. I like AJ Brown, but I'd definitely be tempted to get London or a BTJ, or would I even downgrade AJ Brown into, I don't know. You know what? This team's so good. Hall and Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson for one bigger player, and that's all I'm trying right now. Everything else I'm waiting on. Now that could be Genty. I think Genty for Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson is possible. I think Achane, being he's banged up right now, I'm not worried about it. I'd try for those. Achane, Bucky, Genty for Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. Doable. So for my coming up draft, I was thinking, should I draft a Bucky over St. Brown and Malik Neighbors first round? I'm fine with Neighbors and Bucky. I'm also fine with BTJ or London over Neighbors just for the safety factor. Even though I think Neighbors could be the number one wide receiver, so could a lot of wide receivers like London. So just the safety factor of him not, just the fact that he could have surgery, bro, at week 15, 16, 17. Thank you, Noah, for the $6.99 hauler. Appreciate you very much. If you've got a question, I'll go look for it. Johnny, or does Johnny come back, or does Johnny leave the chat for the day? I haven't seen Johnny. Maybe Johnny's still in the chat. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately. Johnny, you still there? Love the show. Thank you. $10 hauler from Jacob. Please rate my 10-man PPR 2 keepers. 10th pick, QBs, JD5 Penix, Henry, Harvey. Love it. And I'd be tempted to trade Henry for Bucky or Achane, or because you have Hendy, Harvey, and Sharps could rise up. You could definitely. Yeah, your receivers are so good though. How about Henry and Garrett Wilson? I know I'm always trying to trade Garrett Wilson. I really do like him. Okay, Johnny's still here. Johnny, appreciate you, by the way. Hopefully I wasn't too hard on you. But it's just, bro, you stopped the show. You stopped the show. You were like, bro.
Alert. Stand down order in effect.
Never mind. You're the best. You draft 5 running backs. Okay, I'm sorry. RSR, are you still here? This super chat I pulled up on the screen and I never answered it. Are you still here, bro? RS, please be here. Yo, Smitty, you're the best. Would you draft 5 running backs in the first 5 rounds if the best player available? I could, but it depends on who you're getting. Are you at least getting Debo and like Buka? There you are. RSR, I'm so sorry about the wait, bro. Forgive me, man. Are you at least getting Debo? If you're getting Debo and Ibuka at least, or Rashee Rice and Buka, then I could be okay with it. I really could. But, that 5th one might be overkill if you need a wide receiver and the right one's there. Thank you, RSR. Let me know what you're thinking there. And this team is very, very solid. I'm very tempted to trade Garrett Wilson and Henry for two players, a running back and a wide receiver, that just fit a little better in my expectations, at least. But I love this team. I'm not afraid of taking Hendy into battle with this squad. You definitely got coverage if he goes down for a few games, or Debo, Buka, Hunter, Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra. Probably say that your team's so deep that I'm fine if the offer you can't refuse. If you don't get one that you can't refuse, you just wait. You just wait, my boy. Johnny Klein. We need to change. Yeah, Johnny Sykes. We need to change your name. Johnny Syke? Johnny Syke? Want to do a trade? Syke? Johnny. Madcap. All right. I am out of here. I should be returning later tonight. I'll see you all later. Thank you all to my super chatters. You guys are unbelievable. I got that $6.99 from, who was it? Noah? Noah, did you end up dropping any other question anywhere? Let me see if I can help Noah out. Oh, yes, he did drop a question outside. I always include the question in the super chat. Otherwise, you end up dropping it and then I don't see the question. Picked up Knicks 26 first and 27 first for Hurts. I like that. That's what I would do. That's what I tried to do, and I traded for Breece Hall and Knicks instead of the first rounders. Little bit more than you were saying you'd give up, but now we liking it. I like it, bro. Really good trade. Thank you for the super chat. That was a fantastic trade there, and I think Knicks is going to be absolute fire. And I think once the tush push is out of this league, which the commissioner very, very much wants to eliminate, then bro, you have yourself a freaking even Steven quarterback trade and 2 first rounders to show for it. We'll be live about midnight Eastern tonight. Thank you to my super chatters. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you for the offers and the trade. I got Penix Jr. in the recent deal. Benson for Penix Jr. Live on the stream. Johnny almost pulled off a blockbuster deal and back out Bobby. I never understand, like, no offense to all the slow moving trade technicians out there, but I never understand how people can't do a trade now. Like I like, for me at least, I know everybody's different. That's what it is, but like I can do a trade now. I either do a trade now or not. I don't even need to think about it. I don't need to worry about it. I can just, okay, is this good or not? I don't know. I feel like there's a scale for me. Like for me, it's a scale, and then as soon as the scale tells me the measurement, I do it or don't do it. Like, I don't know. I can do a deal like that. I don't need any time. And I know everybody's different, but I just, Johnny wanted to do it. Johnny 2 times. Johnny 2 times. Just had, yeah, in Johnny's defense, we did do a trade live on the show, though. So let's give Johnny a round of applause for that. Like, Johnny did pull off a trade. I'm actually not being that fair to John in that him and I did a Penix Jr. Benson trade live on the show. Just had a 10-man redraft dots. Knicks, Genty, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, Sharps, Sutton, Pickens, Hunter, Rice, Buka. I love the wide receivers. I didn't think I did at first because you listed Sutton, Pickens. Not that I don't love those guys, but then it was like, oh, there's Rice, there's Hunter, there's Buka. So, you know, maybe you're potentially moving something later, but Genty, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, if you can start all 4 of those running backs because it's a 2 running back, 2 flex, you're in the money, bro. And your wide receivers are freaking awesome. Would I try and, once Sharp gets his value, maybe move Sutton or Pickens, even though I love Pickens, with Sharps to get a big monster? Yes, but until then, Harvey, I'm riding that train into the station, and I'm just going straight through. Going straight through. Don't pass. Pass go. Collect $200. Hendy or JSN. JSN is not in Hendy's. Yeah, I mean, he is in his tier, but I'm taking Hendy. No doubt about it. Hendy, JSN, and Hampton, rank them. Hendy, Hampton, JSN in that order. Hendy's a monster, bro. And then right here, just had my 10-man redraft. Knicks, Genty, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy. Is that the one I just answered? Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. I'll see you tonight. You guys all rock. Appreciate you. Thank you to my super chatters. You guys are unbelievable. Appreciate... I'm a slow processor. Not really, Johnny. You did that Benson and Penix trade pretty quick. And you called in to interrupt, so you were obviously processing it just fine. It's just, you got a little nervous, I think. And you know what? People hate trading with me, especially on air. But they just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I could give up. I give up a lot. I don't ever try. I know a few of you thought I was trying to fleece, but I do give up a lot. Like in the Penix Benson trade, I think I gave you more value in Benson just to get Penix. So at the end of the day, like I will give up, more than. Real quick, John, Red, you got 10 seconds. I'm out of here.
I was about Judkins still.
I mean, he's not on a team right now, so I don't know why everybody still likes Judkins, because they have him on the roster. That's why. I mean, what's he? What? I mean, could he be worth something? Yes, but right now the NFL is still investigating him, so clearly he's not in the best spot right now, or this would have been cleared up like that. So he still could be facing a suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, but would I pick him up? Sure. But at what cost? I don't know. But people are talking about him being, now he's back. He's probably the next Bucky. I mean, he might not have a starting job when he returns, or he won't. And he's got to try and claw it back. And, will Dylan Sampson allow him to claw it back? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, we'll see. It's possible.
One more thing for you.
Last thing.
If Baker and Mahomes are gone by the fifth round,
we can't hear a word. We can't hear a word you're saying, Red. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Not really.
Okay.
I heard Baker. Baker, touchdown maker.
You hear me now?
A little bit. What's up? Last thing, 10 seconds.
I said if Mahomes and Baker are gone the sixth round, should I just wait till the 8th or 9th round and grab Dak?
I mean, it depends on the flow. I can't give you a round. I mean, look at where the quarterbacks went in our draft. There's no way to know. Yeah. All right, I got to go. Later. Appreciate you. All right, see you guys. Thank you. See you tonight. We'll be back. We'll be drafting probably on Underdog as well, so make sure you sign up now before it's too late. Hit this link right here. Underdog, promo code Smitty. They'll match your first deposit 50%. I'll pin that link on the way out the door, but if you want to draft tonight, make sure you're hitting this link. Appreciate you all. See you tonight. Dose.